looking down from the Niagara Escarpment to the city of St. Catharines and the Rankin Gateway that leads from St. Paul Street across to the Meridian Center. They met in the final last year, and they're meeting for a medal again this year. Chelsea Carey took home the title in Grand Prairie. So can Team Canada make it to the podium in back-to-back championships? Come down and sit and say hello. For three, Krista McCarville's crew avenged their 16 final loss by defeating Team Canada in round robin. And then Northern Ontario followed it up by beating Canada in yesterday's 3-4 game. So now pride is on the line. Sunday afternoon in St. Catharines, the bronze medal game from the Scotties next. After a light dusting of snow overnight, we're heading towards a temperature about +5 here in St. Catharines. Our final day as we hand out the medals here at the Scotties. Yesterday, the 3-4 page playoff, and it was a rematch of last year's final. There you see the defending champion, Chelsea Carey, as she plays Krista McCarville from Thunder Bay. Chelsea Carey really had no feel for the ice. First rock to last. In fact, the first 7 points were stolen by Northern Ontario as they go on to the win 8-1. Then in the semi-final last night, Ontario, Rachel Holman, the two-time champion, wins 7-5, setting up tonight's gold medal game, Manitoba against Ontario. But right now it is Team Canada against Northern Ontario for the bronze. As on this Sunday we say hello Canada and welcome back to St. Catharines. It is Oscar Day in Los Angeles. They're handing out their hardware, and here we're going to hand out the medals and the trophy as a Canadian champion, Cheryl Russ alongside. Unfortunately for Team Canada, I remember that World's performance, 4th place there. I'm going to remember that game yesterday, and they could finish 4th again. I'm not sure they want people to remember this week that way.
Absolutely not. You know, for them, I think Chelsea said it best. She said, leave it all out here today, and that's what you have to do. Last game they want to remember in a Scotties is an 8-1 loss versus Northern Ontario in the 3-4 game. And what would help erase that is a really great performance. Chelsea just struggled with her draw weight, but she had come into that game 85% on her draws. So go back to that, remember that, and bring a good performance today.
Northern Ontario makes it all the way to the final last year, and they thought they were really on top of their game, improving throughout the week. What's the difference between last and this year?
One shot, Vic. One shot, really. They were 8-3 this year. They knocked off Team Canada, who were their nemesis last year. Slaughtered them really in the 3-4 game. Everything was going absolutely perfect until that second end. Krista McCarville herself takes a hair more ice in the second end, runs that into the pile. That could have been a different game against Holman. Very little difference. This is a very impressive team. We'll hear from them again.
When we come back, it is Team Canada against Northern Ontario, playing for the bronze medal and their last appearance at this year's Scotties.
I just love playing at the Scotties. I think it's an amazing, amazing feeling when you walk onto the ice and you have all the bright lights on you and you know your heart starts racing a little bit. It's just such an amazing feeling to be playing here.
The goal here this week is to leave with no regrets. Leave it all on the ice, try to be the best people and the best teammates we can be and do everything we know we need to do to make shots and hopefully set ourselves up for a win.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
It's the battle for the bronze on this Sunday afternoon here at the Scotties in St. Catharines. Team Canada, Northern Ontario. And it's time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Carey, skip of Team Canada. Our lead is Lainey Peters, our second is Jocelyn Peterman, and our third is Amy Nixon, and we play at the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Hi, I'm Krista McCarville, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Sarah Potts. Our second is Ashley Sipola. Our third is Kendra Lilly, and we curl out of the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
And it's interesting that Northern Ontario will have the last rock. Unlike that 3-4 page playoff where it belonged to Team Canada because of the better record, Northern Ontario gets it because they advanced further in the tournament, getting to the semifinals. So Northern Ontario has the hammer playing the Yellowstones, Team Canada the red, and getting us underway. The defending champion lead, Lainey Peters.
I think you stay on it. We're no danger being
Yeah, playoff record trumps your round robin record by winning that playoff game. And did they ever win that playoff game? And you'd have to think Team Canada would like to change that up in a hurry.
We really, Manitoba speaks to how important that hammer is. Getting hammer, scoring first, puts pressure on the other team.
Yeah, the hammer's been fairly valuable lately.
We should be close.
You know, further to what you were saying about Northern Ontario in that semi-final loss to Ontario, there are the numbers. Watch them as they come up for this Northern Ontario team. They played well. It was just that one shot here, one there, maybe execution, quite obviously.
Not much.
Kendra, if you can. Go, you gotta go, Hard,
I don't know what's worse, struggling in a game as a team or having one shot that you constantly go back to and say, what if, what
I
if?
did have 90.
Okay. So just hack, like maybe 13-ish?
I'm surprised that curled more in practice.
Team Northern Ontario just before we started the show, and they were saying exactly that. They couldn't believe it curled that much in the second end. She played a soft weight, delicate tap, curled a little more than they expected. Down 4 to Rachel Holman.
Yeah. Quick. Gotta go. Quick. Hard.
Peterman, Nixon on this brush.
Got a chance. Hard.
Got a chance. Can you get it across the nose a little bit? Oh, they got it by. Now across the nose and flip underneath. More than a chance. And Nixon staying with it, and he'll drag it to the back edge of the 12.
Light, okay? Maybe more down the path.
Yep. Room. Close, yep. Wait, close, line only.
Room.
It's
Lots
heavy.
of room.
No, it's not, I don't think it's heavy.
Not heavy.
Just saying we don't have to go yet.
Lots of room. Me?
If you can.
Yep. Bouncing.
Hard. No, you're not bouncing. Go. Hard.
Whoa, you're good. Whoa.
And almost down to the corner. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with the defending champions, Team Canada.
Well, in the round robin, this team only gave up 5 stolen points, and this is a team that was #1 at forcing their opponents when they had a hammer, but that comes at a risk, and that's what happened in the 3-4 game. They ended up giving up those 4 stolen ends. And then the other thing, convert with hammer. The 3 in front of Chelsea need to set up those ends for her. They had the hammer 7 times in the 3-4 game and didn't convert at all with it, so just setting up a little bit, giving Chelsea an opportunity.
Difficult though when the rest of the team is struggling too to set anything up. But it was really
Okay, whoa, you can't bounce on this line.
incredible to watch somebody lose the feel, that touch, from really first stone to last.
Yeah, we're not used to that for sure.
Go. It's pretty good.
Keys now for Krista McCarville and Northern Ontario.
Well, we talk about short memory for either one of these teams. Obviously, they didn't want to be in this position. This wasn't the plan going into the playoffs, but I'm sure both teams will park it. But for Northern Ontario, what worries me is to give up that 4 the way they did. They didn't play great end. They had the hero shot, didn't make it. Now, you can't be fearless. You have to be fearless here now, because it's just so easy when you lose a game like that. You're taken out of the game immediately, that you get a little bit more defensive. It's all about staying aggressive here. Stay confident.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Let's say good afternoon, Brian Mudrick.
Hey, Vic, thank you very much. A lot on the line later on tonight in that gold medal game. There's also a big bonspiel coming up with the Olympic curling trials in Ottawa as well. We already know directly in Jennifer Jones, also Rachel Homan. If Michelle Anglot can win tonight and then medal at the Worlds, she would get a spot as well. So it begs the question, what does this bronze medal game mean to both Team Canada and Krista McCarville? Well, there's more points on the line if you can win third place. And for Krista to keep that Olympic dream alive, she'd love a spot to try qualify for the pre-trials. As for Team Canada, they've had a rough season. They haven't got a lot of points. It has not been the season they've wanted, and they don't have enough points to qualify directly for the trials. So they need all the points they can get to the pre-trials as well. And it makes you wonder, Vic, that it's an Olympic cycle, and with cycles you have different teammates and changes, and it makes you wonder if maybe this is the last time we see Team Canada together as a unit.
Yeah, that speculation, Brian, has been going on for a while. Amy Nixon in particular.
The only thing is we're going to stick there.
Will she be around? She's hinted both to people around her and on social media that, in fact, this may in fact be her last go-round. May not be around for a pre-trial in Summerside or the Roar to the Rings, should they get there.
As young as Amy is, she's played this game for a long time, and I think on top of it, she has a big job. She just changed jobs last year, so that's big for her. She's got kids. I mean, it gets to be so much for you to travel and be on tour and gone all the time. And every season, Russ, you and I have commented about it, these teams are gone more and more and more. There's more events. Just gets so hard to juggle.
It just does. It just does. There's less and less talented people being able to make those commitments. You know, and Amy's done it all. You know, she's won a Canadian championship. She's been an Olympian. It's a pretty impressive career.
And further to that, and what she will decide, this would lend you to believe that this may in fact be her last time at the Scotties.
Really good, yeah.
They were playing the national anthem.
Yeah. Same as the other side.
And
16 and a half, 17. Yeah.
16 and a half.
Okay. Half for you guys.
she was in tears. So Amy Nixon in her first.
Weight's close. I
think mine's close.
Yeah, I didn't think it was heavy, but
It's not going to need to curl.
Yeah. Really have to wait on this.
I think that'll be a huge motivation for this team to bring this last game. If this is Amy's last Scotties, to bring a great last game for her.
Just 2.5.
Needs to sit.
Off. Sit down, please. Just
Sit,
two.
sit.
Really down, Chelsea.
It's okay.
So here was Amy during the anthem, wearing that maple leaf so proudly, as Russ mentioned, in Turin, winning the bronze medal and getting a hug from Jocelyn Peterman, and then prior to the start of the game, making sure that a young fan, maybe a future maple leaf wearer, will get her jacket. Amy Nixon.
Oh, that's what it's all about, Cheryl, right there. You know, we've both been in the Olympics, and that pride to wear that Canadian flag. And what a competitor.
Here, though, eh?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I like playing if you get the guard, you get the guard.
Yeah. Like a 9?
So.
You want to play more?
Yeah, I think you need to. Okay, yep.
There's room to get by the long guard.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You have to cross this red Canadian rock just short of the rings just by a hair, and you can sit 2 for sure. You could bring that back nibbler into play.
Yeah, both Reds will go.
I think they will.
Yep. Hard. 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 Yep.
By the
keep
guard?
going.
No.
I didn't think we were hitting that much. Trying to get a spin on that. Yeah.
Kendra Lilly out of Sudbury. Now, you were remarking yesterday, Russ, that
Yeah, a little tighter would be great.
she sometimes struggles with the ice in the Sudbury area.
Yeah, and I made a mistake with that too. I was struggling also. And sorry to the Sudbury Curling Club. We were at the Coppercliff Curling Club. We had our clinic up there, a really successful clinic.
Halfway.
They've got a pile of curlers up there for such a small population. And my buddy Grant Osha and I were into the Science North to have the flying squirrels jump on us, Cheryl. Really?
Really?
Yeah, they're about 8 feet high, and you had to wear a blue smock, and they're trained to go to blue, believe it or not. And this squirrel comes shooting out at eye level, and you're like, oh no, and the thing lands on your chest and then scurries right into your pocket because they're nocturnal. They have to be in the dark. So.
Sure, what was that?
Okay, that would be kind of
and
fun.
the squirrels kept hitting the broom, which was nice.
Yeah. Every squirrel finds a nut.
That's right.
Oh, Vic, that might be one of your best. That was a good one.
Yep.
Kendra Lowly.
Whoa. Yeah.
This exact same shot that Kendra just missed was missed yesterday. It really curls across that center line.
A little more weight, it
Run
seems.
it back. Oh, she'll stuff it. And leave it right there. Very nice. So it's the angle, short angle raise to get rid of the Canadian stone. Now is it in a hole?
Yeah, it's right in that window for sure.
Something like that. Does that look close to you? Like easy, normal?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
The only danger here is you heard Chelsea say, does that look
Kinda
close
way
to
we
you?
throw
Because
it
they
in this,
just
did you say?
aren't sure yet firsthand what it's going to do here. The guess is it's inside the line, it'll curl a bit. The guess is
Love to
it's a
roll.
little bit of pebble here. It should
Your way
really
draws.
curl.
Go with the back one, Lainey.
Yep, for sure.
Always aware. If they get this right, they
Nice
can
level
make
here.
that double. So
Sounds good.
telling Lainey to follow it through.
Nice serve here. You got her.
Do you want the double, or would you like to maybe roll underneath something? I mean, what's one or the other?
The roll's pretty tough with
Okay.
the court that they're going through, so the double would be great, especially without
Yeah,
hammer.
be normal.
Skip Stones here in one.
Close. Just
Chelsea
yep,
Carey.
yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Peterman,
Yep.
Peters, on it again.
Hard.
We're coming through.
Roll, 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 roll.
Now, what about the back? Oh, she stuffed it back there, but look at, she got that roll underneath. Sits top four. Shot Stone.
Right sweep, guys.
Really nice.
Really
Nice
good
serve.
brush.
Threw it really hard to get it through the
Really
fresh
nice
pebble,
job.
and that allowed her to sneak that to the right. I didn't think she could do that
A
either,
little
Cheryl.
bit, but I wanted to make sure we got buried.
Yeah, and I just was trying to make sure we didn't roll too far. It was a really nice throw. Beauty and a great weight. Right, was right up 9.5.
A little unlucky at
Would've
the
been nice
same
to
time
stay,
to
so she
jam at the
would've had
back.
I know,
but-
just a bit.
Yeah, you can. I guess
But you also
both wasn't there.
Should be able to get to it. Probably here.
Okay.
Should be good.
Just has all of this yellow. The amount of curl we saw with Kendra's, should be able to get to nose on this.
Try to get as close to it as we can, and it's only
it's 10.
two, and
That's okay.
she's got to make it, right?
Just slightly center side, line side.
Probably can't throw normal here. A little bit closer to board.
You know, how that must make her feel. Chelsea Carey to make that. Considering what she went through yesterday.
Oh, she did. I talked to Chelsea this morning, and she talked about the struggles with draw weight. It wasn't her hitting. And she just said just heavy on the first one, light on the second one, and never got the feel the rest of the game.
88%. Wow.
Sarah,
Go. 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 Go.
Sarah Potts to it. Going to catch it. Look at that. He's going to avoid the jam. No.
Okay.
And that will sit around.
so
That right
close.
now is your shot Stone. Team Canada back 12.
Quarter inch from being perfect.
Pretty
Sorry.
nice throw.
Thought that would go more.
Yeah, Kendra's really went.
Yeah, that's funny, eh?
Guess just the pebble worn down. It's just that many rocks, 3 rocks later, and the pebble's worn down enough.
Like I
Absolutely true. Kristen McCarville, like her percentages are, 81, which is good, not great, but
We're thinking
she
same
never
practice.
misses by more than a fraction of an inch.
further.
Yeah, even if we're just top 8, it's not horrible.
You're
We
never
just gotta
going
get in
to,
there.
it seems to me, Cheryl, get an overthrow from Krista McCarville.
No, which is so that comes
So
from
same speed as
practice, though. I
practice,
think,
eh?
Vic, and that's what this team's talked about. That they've practiced so much, and it's confidence. You get used to throwing at a fair amount of ice, and then you trust your sweepers and brushers can hold it.
Okay, room. All there
First
right now.
time out here in the game, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Be nice for Chelsea to get some feel out here right away off the
No, it's
top of the
curling
game.
now.
Running.
Still room.
Had many people say
Line's
to me,
okay.
you
Moving a
keep
bit.
talking about they've never played the spot. Why don't they play it in practice? The reason is you're trying to,
Like to
not
go
in
now.
this
Everything
particular
you
game, but
can.
all the other games, you're trying to get hammered.
Everything you can.
You're trying to find a path to the button, not to the edge of the forefoot.
Go, go, go.
Good. Wide open. Think so. Yeah. Okay, Chelsea. Good throw.
I thought that would actually move
sweep.
more than that. We've seen so much curl from the outside in. Kind of the shape of the ice that you see.
It's a little less ice, eh?
Yeah, fights are great.
Yeah, it was all the way to you, but I wanted to be.
Like a little bit heavier than expected in a way. Like that low 4 stopped dead there.
Well, yours 16 is like 6'3". They swept to halfway. So we were talking about same as practice, but I didn't think I could kick quite that slow and get away with it.
Those hits there, if you hit it high side, you might be able to make that double without disturbing the yellow. Be a little fortunate, a little bit scary too. Don't want to hit it too thin.
Make sure you get your one. And
10.5. Whoa. No, Sarah. No.
Yeah.
Whoa. No. No.
Ash. Go, Ash.
Hard, Ash.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
Final stone.
Nice shot. 10-4.
There you go.
Really
Never
nice.
overthrown.
One yellow.
Always that controllable, brushable weight. Northern Ontario opens with a single.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. In the final, a Battle of Ontario. Teammates Rachel Holman against Emma Miskew. And the skip dominated the final, scoring a total of 21, including a brilliant 5 on the around-the-horn triple takeout. Ontario's Rachel Holman wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE. It is the final day of the Scotties here in St. Catharines, and the hot shot, Rachel Holman and Team Ontario, are in that gold medal game tonight against Manitoba. 7:30 Eastern Time will have it for you. This is the bronze medal being decided here at the Meridian Centre. Team Northern Ontario opens with a single on the defending champions Chelsea Carey, and it is Carey and her team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary that do have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 2, playing the Redstones.
We have to go. Got room. Line's good. Yep, hard. Hard.
Well played end so far too. That first end, Cheryl, and there's a lot of fight in both these teams, and it really would be easy after a devastating loss, knowing you can't win the gold medal. That's what you've trained for all season, all your life. It would be easy to mail it in. It really would, and I don't see that out of anybody.
No, and good, to your point, all the hard work you've done, why would you? What a waste for all the work, all the practicing, all the time you've put in. Make it worthwhile.
9.
Lainey Peters.
I thought it was there. Plus. Yep.
Whoa. No.
My way.
Oh yeah, you're way a bit, Josh.
And
Okay.
no way. I thought they did benefit by not being in the spotlight. Little bit surprising for a Team Canada, but they were coming to Ontario, the Niagara region, and albeit the Ontario champions from Ottawa, but there was a lot of support, and is a lot of support for Rachel Holman, as well as the Northern Ontario team. So Chelsea Carey wasn't getting the kind of questions that
Might be a little
she
easy.
might as she's a favorite, but not the favorite coming in.
And that's unusual for Team Canada, and it can be a distraction. But I did hear them talk about it during the week, saying that, it was one less distraction. They embraced it rather than finding it as something that was, bothering them.
Okay. What kind of weight? Bumper. Should be pretty nice here, hey? Yeah. Okay, control-ish.
Whoa, then.
Okay, wait. High 10, probably.
Oh, no,
Whoa,
no,
then.
no,
Whoa.
Has to stick.
Nix.
Yeah.
Hard, Nix. Hard.
Amy Nix.
Go, lady, go.
Close.
Right out.
And
Okay.
right out it goes. So it didn't start well for the defending champions, because first game out of the blocks, they hook up with Rachel Holman. Ice was a little bit questionable. Ice, in fact, most of the week was a little bit questionable because it was an HVAC problem, which they got rectified. But she still handled it. Look at that, 7 straight wins. Then losing to Northern Ontario. And then these 2 rematch of last year's final. Hooked up yesterday afternoon, and it was a win for Northern Ontario before they lost to Ontario in last night's semi. Trying to wrap it around here, Ashley Sippola. Beauty. Maybe a little slight over curl.
That has to be the swingy spot on the sheet. That's exactly in the second end against Rachel Holman where the Team Northern Ontario got caught. Just a little overcurl. It really warps in there.
Even hack.
Okay. It's hard to roll all the way here with hack, though.
Okay.
Hack to bump in there is good.
Hack to bump. So on the 12 side.
Yeah, just like a second less, right?
Yeah.
Like just that little bit.
Top teams are getting so much better at this shot. They used to throw way more than hack weight, and then the odds of grazing by the guard, hitting enough of it to hang around with that speed, because these rocks are so lively. You just can't throw that board weight and get away with it anymore.
Whoa, full bump. Yep.
Yep.
Still bumper. Hard.
Whoa.
Peters now.
Hard, Nick.
Weight's really nice.
Leany.
Wait's really nice. Now the question is, where will it go?
Oh, sorry.
And it'll break to the edge of the 8. Still that Northern Ontario stone in play, back edge of the 12.
I don't mind trying to go after it.
We often talk about managing your losses at an event like this. It's, to use the old cliche, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So Northern Ontario lost one right out of the gate. They win 2, they lost, then they win 2, and they lose, and then they went on that streak to win 4 straight. And that last win over the Territories may be the biggest, because the win
Solid hack. Solid.
avoided them dropping into a tie with Quebec, who were finished and sitting at 4 losses, or the tournament would have had a tiebreaker. This year we had no tiebreakers, 4 teams free and clear. It was beautiful. Very nice, Kendra Lilly.
Good sweep.
Really good brushing to hold this.
Solid, too. Nice shot. Good sweep.
I think it's interesting in both our finals we have one team at 3-0. So in this case for the season, Northern Ontario's at 3-0. They beat Team Canada on tour. They beat Team Canada in the round robin. They beat Team Canada in the 3-4 game. And it's the same with Manitoba versus Ontario.
Gotta go. Hard. Got a chance. Go.
Got a chance. Got to really work though. And just that little touch, and by it
Good
goes.
sweep, guys.
Okay. Wait, it was okay,
it'll
Chels?
go here.
Wait was hack.
For me, like maybe 95 if it's running. 450.
Dreaded double tick, and Amy did that yesterday once too. That's hard to do.
Good throw.
Okay, try guys. Good sweep.
Wait was nice.
Yeah.
And yes, we know. We see it. We just didn't point it out. Yes, the name is misspelled on her back. They dropped an L
Room.
on Lily.
Line.
Whoa. T-line.
No, it's even back.
Whoa. I thought yours was 2 though. They kind of died.
I was way more in the middle.
Yeah.
Sit. Okay. Okay, Kendra.
Does kind of die there
A
though.
little bit, yeah.
To sit 1, 2, and 3 without last rock here into
4-3.
The sweeper's weight, that would have been perfect line.
Just want to be back button.
Little tap here, and you can set this up for yourself for Team Canada.
We're there and you gotta wait. I think you're all there. 8.
Whoa,
Really have
then.
to wait on this.
8, 9.
8, 9.
No, never.
Just 8.
Coming down.
Never.
Still bumping.
9.
It needs to curl a mile.
The dead weight draw didn't move very
trying,
much,
but
so
it's-
this extra weight just to tap it is hanging out as well.
Okay.
Let's make this.
You just wanted to get to the inside so Northern Ontario didn't have this flop in.
Okay. So my shot line there was in like a 95-4.
Okay. It's about there.
Yeah, that looks pretty close.
I'm giving about there.
Yep. That looks close.
That looks like backline ice though.
It's a little dodgy in this spot. It's only
Okay,
the second
halfway.
end, and there's been a few down here, so you have to say to yourself,
Halfway,
if you're
yeah.
McCarville, is it up to speed or is it still a hair slower? Make a big difference at the far end.
4. 4? Yeah.
Probably about an 80, 75, 80.
Yeah. Okay.
75-80, they're talking daytime back line to hog. So just as Krista crosses the back line, they'll hit the stopwatch, and then again at the hog line. Point of reference.
Easy hack. Yep. Yep.
When she throws it the way, or as she throws it the way she
Back
does,
line.
puts a little more pressure on the brushers.
Yes.
And right now, Sipala and Ponce. Big brush for them to get it by. Huge brush, and there you go. And across the nose, avoids a jam. My goodness. How good is that?
Exact same shot, ironically, that Krista had in the second end last night against Rachel Holman. Over curl, gave up a 4. No mistake this time.
Very nice.
Does a 12-9 make sense?
Like that would have been back line.
That would have been back line, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit heavier, like 12-9 should have been like.
Yeah, it definitely is a little heavier. And it feels like Ashley's hits that are coming up light. Like she's just like, it feels like I'm kicking the same, but she's not, because she's been
It's more
light
like
on
last
her.
night rather than yesterday afternoon.
For sure.
Yeah, see, there's only one L under there.
It's bothering you.
Well,
I've got scissors, Vic.
Yeah, and there you go. So it's good on her jacket, but it's not on her shirt. What's that old children's joke about? It was a Christmas song. Why? Because there was no L.
Oh.
That's before my time, sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, we overslept it.
And they did. They'll get rid of one. They'll open up things, but it still leaves
Okay, it's not bad.
Northern Ontario sitting
A
the
little excited with the
two.
sweeping.
Good shot. Yeah, I think so.
I think the key is the front is open and the rocks are all behind the tee line for Team Canada.
Count
Great
that one?
shot.
Yeah. Well, Kendra,
I think we just have to make sure we're out counting that one.
yeah, full 8. Full 8. We need.
This isn't any wider than we've been, right?
No, this is pretty close.
Yeah.
I think 4 or
That's
5.
good awareness,
Yeah, 4 or
Cheryl.
5 should be good.
It is.
Okay, full 8 for sure, guys.
So we've talked about it a lot this week with the top teams. Just all 4 players have to be aware because of the pass and communicate it. Didn't see that as much, I think, yesterday in the 3-4 game, where Team Canada a little bit quieter, shut down a bit on the communication.
Gotta be full 8.
Okay, make sure full 8.
Line's
Room.
good.
Room.
Line's okay. Line's okay.
No, line's good. I think we need slow anyway.
Has to be full 8.
Gotta go. Yep.
Go. Gotta go.
Hard for line.
Heads up, heads down, looking where the target is,
Hard.
and to cover it. Lovely.
Sorry.
Maybe showing just a slight corner. But 2 wonderful shots by Krista McCarville, and that sets the Moose loose here at the Meridian Center.
Double on that anyways.
No, I know,
But
yeah.
at least.
It'd be nice to extra pressure.
Yeah,
Get
for sure.
3 instead of 2, right? But I had to bring it over.
Think it'll still be that fast?
They wanted it 2 feet deeper. You heard the reason to sit 3, a little extra pressure. It would have made this shot a little harder, but could be a silver lining here because now they have to go to the other side.
That's really close. I like that.
Okay.
A lot of rocks were down here in practice, but that was a while back, so this could be a fraction slower.
This, for me, and I'm sure for her, is a test right now. This is going to tell you a lot about this
Room.
young lady right now.
Room.
Not curling.
Close.
Here goes.
Has the button,
Line's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta go.
and here they go.
Hard.
Peterman and Peters. You got it, says Nixon, but you got to get it there. You have it for her. The defending Canadian champion still has her game.
Come on, Josko.
We're going to get this one for you, Skipper. We're going to make this one for you. And they do.
All right, folks, we're essentially
I think I would say 3 feet slower. Like a foot or 2.
It was an interesting field, to say the least, when you consider a senior team out of Nova Scotia, Mary Matatall from Windsor. Good luck in the Canadian seniors, by the way. These are the final standings. We had 4 teams through and clear. Quebec finishing 1 off the pace. Best ever performance, Stacey Curtis, Newfoundland, Labrador. Best ever performance, Carey Galusha from the Territories. And thank you to all the players for their kindness and their cooperation throughout the week. So we told you about the disappointment of yesterday and Chelsea Carey really not having a feel for the ice from first stone to last stone. And here this, I suggested to you, would mean a lot to her.
Yeah, well, she's really parked that 3-4 game in her draw weight there, and she's drawing on her round robin draw percentage and remembering that and making these shots.
As she draws the top of the button for the single, the key shot is brought to you by Scotties. The tissue for any issue on this bronze medal Sunday here in St. Catharines. Team Canada, Northern Ontario, last year's finalists meeting now for the bronze. We're tied at 1, and here in the third, it will be the team from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, skipped by Krista McCarville, that do have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellow Stones.
I think for some of the best athletes, and you hear golfers talk about it a lot on tour, that the round you had or the game you had previously, there is no reason that it can or should carry forward into the next game. So it's more of a mental. It's got nothing to do. The rocks don't remember that you didn't have good draw weight. It's all having the ability to park it.
Yeah, it was
and
a 13-1.
Great job by Chelsea to be able to do that.
Okay.
It was a tricky draw too. After she made it, I heard her say to the girls, "I think it's about 3 feet slower over
heavy.
there."
I didn't think it was that
to have
heavy.
that awareness is pretty good.
Hey, room.
You gotta go.
Got room.
Maybe top 12.
Go hard. Line's green. Room. Lots of room.
We gotta
Tons
go.
of room. Go. Tons of
Line's
room.
green.
Tons of room. Tons of room.
False.
Go, Sarah, if you need for weight.
Go. It's gotta curl.
Go, go, go. Hard.
Go, Sarah. It's going
Hard,
sideways.
hard, hard,
Go.
hard. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Great sweeping. Good sweep.
What'd you get? Good sweep.
To the top edge of the 4.
Just firm.
At 30.
In a perfect world, Cheryl, if you're playing this in your club game, yeah, you've wrapped it around now, but because this run back is available, would you have preferred maybe to go a little deep, a little deeper back of the tee line, or you still want it in front of the tee line?
Yeah, you want it in front of the tee. You go deep and they freeze, and then the force is on for you, or even a steal.
All right.
Just keep it in front of the tee.
The run back is made, but the stone spills
9.5.
into the open top of the 8-foot.
For Team Canada, it's just eliminating, getting rid
Whoa.
of
Might
the
be a hair
opposition
solid.
stones when they have hammer.
Whoa. Coming close.
Close. Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Roll it, Sarah. Okay. Good. 9.4 I got.
9-4.
Of course, this year we had the pre-qualifying tournament, and the Territories coming out of that. We're going to have a pre-qualifying tournament at the Brier as well. Next year, all that goes away. 16-team field, all the territories, all the provinces, including, of course, a return of Team Canada. One more team has to be added to make 16. So they're not quite sure, Curling Canada, how they're going to come to that. But next year it's 2 18 pools and then the top 4 in each pool will go into a mini round-robin championship pool.
Well, everybody gets a chance that way. Like everybody's in it, in the event, albeit the top 8 do the last half of the event. But you've got to get to the show to figure it out. We talk about it constantly about the ice conditions, the crowd, the media, all the long week, all that stuff. Look at territories. Look at Newfoundland. You just mentioned, Vic, they had their best finishes ever, and you keep pounding on the door and come back enough times, it makes that field stronger.
Oh, I think so, and the coaching obviously helps. You know, John Epping working with the team from the territories
did a great job.
No. Touch more weight. No.
I mean, they had their best showing, despite the fact that they had to come through that pre-qualifier and played 4 more games than anybody else.
10-8. You know, and it's an advantage. We talked about it. It was a huge advantage to start because they knew the ice and the weight, and they had to jump on the other teams. But as the week went on, it was more their stamina and mental alertness that was, you get tired. It's a long week and that many games and watching the ice. And the ice changed when the dehumidifier, they had struggles with that. So a lot to deal with.
Maybe a hair more. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Hair more weight. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes.
What do we got here? What do you got here? What do you got here? Oh, not quite. But it's tight, though.
It really rolled like that. Oh, nice shot.
You're crossing the face on a hit and roll. The rock will not spin. Unless you get it extremely thin. You hit it in that exact same spot with the other turn, that would have probably rolled too far.
And this is edge on edge here, so basically no daylight between the top red and the yellow for a roll.
Nose would be great, but we don't need to get cute. We can roll it away and be fine.
Yeah, in this case, nose is about the best they can do, isn't it?
Speed's pretty nicer now, I think, Chelsea.
Should feel pretty true underfoot, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Should go fairly straight.
Okay. Just bump. I think it's a bit more.
Nope.
Up a bit. Close. Oh.
Chelsea Carey, first skip stone.
Close.
Whoa.
Clean it.
Roll it away, Joss. Roll it away.
Yeah, Joss. Just as long as we're sticking.
And
right over,
roll
right
it
over,
away.
right over.
Good. That's good.
Cheryl made mention of the ice problems.
You're right.
The HVAC system
closer to
went
here,
down, and
A little big.
the ice crew headed up by Dave Merklinger. You know, you talk about, these are like referees. You don't ever want to talk about them, but you had to talk about them this week. The crew of 20 from as far away as Victoria, several ice makers from local clubs, did a wonderful job. They kept it all together. On Thursday, for example, all 3 draws, the games had to be shaved at the 5th end break. So it really, he and the crew deserve a round of applause and full props to Dave and the crew. So thank you.
9.5. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
I think the teams deserve a round of applause too. What I really noticed this week, and that's one of the top performing teams, they embrace what's in front of them. So they just said, this is what we have, this is what we have to deal with. And they did.
Go, Krista.
Probably still too much, but I don't want to take less than that. Play the roll.
Yeah, to your point, I didn't hear one complaint from
No.
the players.
No.
And that's impressive. And that's what you have to do. It's things are going to change. It's ice. It will change. And I think that is a lot of mental work by a bunch of the coaches saying, you know, if you complain about it, it's kind of your excuse for not playing well.
Sure.
And
Try not to fall over before I...
what Dave Merklinger and the crew realized, and what Curling Canada realized, was the ice was going to become unplayable. That's why they decided to shave it midway through. So you basically got 2 games in 1. But it was a great call.
And 2 games in 1, you had to reset, refigure out the ice for the second game in 1 game.
But by the time we got to The Friday night, all the problems were gone. The HVAC system was working properly as it is today.
What was
Okay,
astonishing to me was the sixth end was so comparable to the fifth end after the resurfacing.
We haven't swept a single one. We could probably back it up with
They
sweeping.
went colder pebble with both pebbles, a small pebble, a big pebble on top. They clipped the ice a little bit more. And the transition for the players was almost seamless, which is hard to believe.
8.5. I'm so embarrassed.
Final stone and going to school.
The other day when I was throwing them through, they're like, saying, a little less.
A blank on the board. It stays 1-1. It's the bronze medal game. The Scotties here in St. Catharines.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's just really tough with the Brier. You never know.
I'm going to pick Brad Gushu. Brad Gushu. I'm putting it on Brad Gushu.
I'm going to give it to Gushu in the hometown.
I really believe that Brad Gajou and his team are going to win the Brier this year in St. John's.
You're not biased at all?
Not at all.
Gushu's had an amazing year. I think he's going to do really well.
They've got all the shots. They've been playing well.
There's usually a reason why you wait as long as you do when that's the case, and so for him to win it in Newfoundland would be pretty incredible.
Well, I'd like to see our BC boys there, of course.
Well, I'll have to go with green and gold. Jacobs for sure.
I'm going to go with Team Saskatchewan and Casey.
I think I'm going to have to go with King Edward from PEI and see if he's going to go right through relegation and sweep it all.
Yes, Mr. McKenzie, you're going to have to come through that pre-qualifying tournament to fill out the field. 12th and final spot. But wow, what a field it is. And yes, headed by the hometown boy, Brad Gushu. When the Brier begins next Saturday from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We'll have it for you 1:30 Eastern time, and we will see the roof come off the place at Mile 1 Center as Gushu will play Alberta and Brendan Botcher. Yeah. It's a beautiful day, actually. It's not that cold today. Overnight snow. But, in the canal where it may be a little bit warmer. As we welcome you back to St. Catharines. We're in the Niagara region. The blank in 3 means that Northern Ontario will once again have the last draw. Playing the Yellowstones in a 1-1 tie, the bronze medal game on this Sunday afternoon.
What an opening game for Brendan Botcher's first game. 4 rookies. Talented young team from Alberta, but you walk into a packed building in Newfoundland and you're playing Brad Gushu.
Can't imagine. Looks like Chelsea has a plan here. See if she can get Northern Ontario to blank again and maybe force them in the odd end in number 5.
Should go a little harder here next. Should go a little harder here.
Northern Ontario, McCarville is one of those teams that really follows scoreboard management. They like to score an even. So I think Chelsea's plan is that's what they're comfortable with. So maybe see if you can push them out of that comfort zone.
Nice.
I think if you're McCarville, you don't mind this either because there's no risk of this end at all for McCarville, and if they ever nose one of those peels or flash one, then the 2-ender's back on again. The guy with the hammer here tied is the one that's in the driver's seat for sure.
Yeah, you're technically winning.
Spot. Little
I'm
tighter.
just reminded too that when it comes to the Brier in St. John's, it was Brad Gushu who started the movement. He was back, I think, in Kamloops in 14, where he said, look, if a city like Kamloops can host, why can't a St. John's? And I think there was hesitation. on Curling Canada's part because of going to Newfoundland and the fact that you had to fly there or you had to take the overnight ferry to get in and stay on. But the city has come through. They have a wonderful building there. It's all very compact. Convention Center, Brier Patch will be right there. And look, here we are 3 years later, and it is sold out.
Amazing.
Start to finish. There may be the odd single available, so I don't want to tell you can't get a ticket, but it's very difficult. Kendra Lilly.
I don't think you have here. Good. Nice, nice.
This is an open end like this. Sometimes you'll see a miss just because teams go on automatic pilot. You're not thinking because the shots aren't, you don't feel there is much pressure. So you do have to still focus every shot with weight, especially weight. That's where you'll see a rock slip in.
Clean. Yep. Gotta go. Really hard. Gotta go. Right to it, right to it, right to it. Clean, 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 clean. Nice. Good sweep, guys.
So I'm told by the people that Curling Canada is not completely sold out. So if you do want some tickets, there are tickets available for the Brier.
Better get them soon, though.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I can't imagine the sound in there. Or, you know, and I do remember the Olympics from Vancouver where we couldn't hear ourselves. I couldn't even hear my brushers at the one end. That'll be what that Brier is like. Came down to sit down and throw, and I tried to tell them what weight I was throwing, and they'd have to bend right down to here. And I can imagine for Brad Gushu and his team especially, that's going to be the case.
Hard. Curling hard.
I'm sure a lot of conversations are being had on how to handle that.
Okay, that's it. Good shot. Good.
What I found interesting in your Olympics was you had the aluminum seating, so they were pounding their legs and feet, and it wasn't necessarily a curling crowd.
Oh, they cheered for missed shots, made shots.
So that had to be a bit of a distraction too. Not that he missed any.
Well, we had that problem in, call it a problem, but
Okay, roll your way, Joss.
in Vancouver.
Right.
Crowd went there for the Olympic experience. And I think, wasn't it Lena Nielsen from Denmark?
Yes, it was.
It was Lena Nielsen. You know,
Yeah,
somebody,
just might curl a bit. Okay.
I guess they were playing
Just a
Canada.
hair
and
more next, yeah.
She threw it through. She was heavy. And they applauded and cheered her. And that was, like a dropped pass or something like that.
I remember Miriam Ott saying to me the very first game, and her eyes wide, and she's like, "Is it going to be like this all week?" I'm not sure, but I think so. And it was.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, no. Clean it. Clean. No. 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 Don't clean.
You're fine, but it's...
Less ice. Yeah.
Okay, I lied. I will not curl a little bit.
Didn't do much out wide, inside out.
All right, T-line. Okay. 95?
95.4 here.
Yeah, I'd say.
Do you think it's...
Curling now. Line's good.
She does have last rock. I mean, she doesn't have to do anything. Krista McCarville.
Good.
But do you think that she may get a little bit more aggressive here? Will she?
She was trying to a little. She threw corners, and Carey's pretty much said, "No, we're going to appeal." But I think you'll see her really try and push it again next end.
Or will she say to Chelsea Carey, "Fine, you made me blank 4. I'm going to blank 5 and have hammer in the even end again." You know, it's a gut feeling. You know.
Those are better.
But again, Krista McCarville and Northern Ontario don't have to be the aggressors. They can win this 2-1 and be quite happy.
Peace. That's all we
Yeah,
got.
you're rolling out again.
Hate for it to fit on both sides.
Hey.
We've seen a few rollouts on that side.
Yeah,
It's straight. A little bit of a shelf out there, flatter.
Because you get in a little tighter, it'll go. So you're right. It has to be a little bit flatter out wider.
Ready.
Always reading the shape.
They're so juvenile.
And through it goes. Back-to-back blanks. After we open with the exchange of singles, it remains 1-1 bronze medal game. The Scotties in St. Catharines. Yeah, it's not far away, maybe a 20-minute drive. Niagara Falls, the Horseshoe Falls. Niagara River. Just across the way to the left would be the American Falls, and Niagara Falls, New York. One of the wonders of the world. Truly spectacular. We're in St. Catharines on our final day of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, 36th year. Scotties and Cougar Paper sponsorship. In a 1-1 tie bronze medal coming up later tonight. The gold medal game, 7:30 Eastern time. It'll be Manitoba against Ontario. Here it's the defending champion, Team Canada, skipped by Chelsea Carey, out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, against Northern Ontario's Fort William Curling Club and Thunder Bay's Krista McCarville. Here in 5 after the 2 blanks. Once again, it is Northern Ontario with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Well, Team Canada wants nothing to do with allowing Northern Ontario to blank this end if they want to. So center guard goes up. Northern Ontario a little deep, and now the freeze.
Good judge.
And the force is on.
Lainey Peters having another great game.
Tap that a little. Yeah. Only tap. We'll sweep it to tap.
I think that always translates down when the lead, because they're throwing pretty much similar drop path to the skip. So when the lead's having really good games, it's usually the same path that the skip's going to be drawing, and the communication can be passed from the lead to the skip.
Might bump a hair.
Correlation.
Belt all there. Belt heavy. It's not heavy.
Sarah Potts.
Oh, it's got a curl. Really got a curl. No, line's good. Got a curl if we're tapping. It's not bumping much. Go. Hard now. Hard.
Lily.
Hard.
Sipola. And it still leaves the Canada Stone as shot rock, T-line, edge of the button.
Good sweep. Nice shot. Really nice.
That was a 4-4.
Just impressive shot making. The first Northern Ontario rock slid that fraction too far, but the rest of them are bang on perfect.
Line's good. Line's good.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Lots of room.
Hard then, Nick. Right to it. 5.
Nope. Line's good.
5.
Still room.
5.
Need it to move. Here. Okay, it's trying now. You can go, Lainey.
It's to it.
Gotta go, Lainey.
Easy if you can.
Oh. Great throw, Joss. 4-8.
Try to bump it a bit. Get your nose and bump.
Good call, Amy.
Tap them.
Good sweep.
Yeah.
And even if we split the
Try to get to the nose of this. Okay. Like back 8. Probably back 8, back 12.
Yeah, I
Try and get to the nose of that though. Back 8. So for me,
Slightly overburied, and the guard is really tight, so it's going to be all about weight to get to the nose. Don't overthrow it.
You heard the 3 at the throwing end, that they're better to be tight here. You can tick and roll in, and a lot of yellow in play if you do that.
just back 8. Very hard.
There is that off-center guard coming into play here, and it's coming quickly.
Whoa. Roll it on, Sarah. Yep.
Whoa.
And they'll roll it away, and
That's good, Ash. Okay, that's fine. It's a good
Northern
shot.
Ontario will spin to the top edge of the 8.
I think that's really good shot. Yeah, I think so too. I like that act.
Knowing how to miss, the top teams have it figured
Really
out.
good weight. I was saying
Yeah, you never want to breeze by or roll off on the top 4-foot stone.
Well, that's definitely the miss.
She smashes this. Our red never goes, but if she sits right here, and we can't make a play on it then, so it's not great.
Yeah.
Maybe we just guard it?
First thought was the guard. I do think a guard.
Okay.
This is not great for her, is it?
Well,
Like,
it's there.
easier on the yellow one on the back.
Yeah, you can make it though.
Can. She's not going to play right now. Shouldn't.
No, I don't think so.
Guard for one at least.
Yeah, guard for now. Ideally, right, like just this side of center, I think, Joss.
You have to think of everything if you're going to throw the guard. They contemplated this shot here for Krista McCarville later. If
Kind of thing.
Team Canada guards, if Krista ever makes that,
Yeah, it's more line than
you're
anything
sitting
else.
3
Good sweep
buried.
for half.
And it's buried around the guard you're throwing right now.
Amy seemed confident that Krista wouldn't play it this early, so we'll see.
It's a tough one,
It'll
too.
still be nice and positive.
Flat.
So sounds good. It'll be a pretty slow kick. Okay, it's halfway. 2.5. Can you wait for line? Laney's
Needs to curl a
in.
bit.
Gotta move.
Laney in.
Okay, 2, 2.5.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
Gotta
Has to get to
move,
this
Laney.
side
Go,
of
go,
center.
go. It's tight.
It doesn't matter.
It's
You have to
there.
get it to this side of center.
It's there. Whoa. Yes.
Yes, you have
Yes,
to.
hard.
Go, 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 go. Good. Good, Joss.
So puts the center back,
6-1.
trying to protect Shot Rock, the red stone, right in the middle of the yellows.
I don't mind it.
Try and loosen those. Get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah, play the intern, and if you peel it, you peel it.
And go like this. Hair high. Yep.
Ashley Sifola.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
They could ever unlock that red one.
Whoa. Whoa.
Running it
Yep,
back.
yep. Let it go.
Oh, and they will do more than that. Spill it to the 8. Shot Rock now, Northern Ontario. Top edge. There's a red combination sitting there.
Yeah, I had to curl here. Good shot though. How did that over? I thought right on the nose was like perfectly fine.
She said a hair high, remember?
A hair,
Yeah,
but
they
like
didn't have the
like we literally like wow.
Angle
line
right.
figured out there, did they?
I like it.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Right to it. Here's not terrible.
Yeah. Like a 15,
Yeah, speed's really nice.
right?
Yep.
Like full 8 is what we need for sure.
Try and freeze to the face of this.
Yeah, they're not out of the woods yet, Team Canada. You can get through that port and
Line's good.
tap that red back for sure.
3, 4. Okay, go then. Line's
All you
good.
got then.
Walk if you can, easy.
Line's
Take the walk.
holding. Line's holding, all you.
Yeah, still gotta
Yeah,
go.
go, go, go.
Now, you're not
Can't hurt
listening,
it.
are they, Peters and
4.
Peterman?
Really hard.
Maybe 5.
Really hard. Every
Go,
inch.
go, go.
Every inch. Keep it
Hard
coming. Go,
line.
go, go,
Come
go,
on, you
go.
guys. You got it.
Go, 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 go.
Boy, this is terrific stuff here.
Hard, straight brush, guys. Really good.
That's really
Sweet.
great judgment. They didn't listen to Amy. They weren't listening to Chelsea. This was all about Peters and Peterman and carrying that stone.
Locked it on that front one. Makes a big
Every inch. Keep
difference.
it coming. Go, go, go,
Come
go,
on,
go.
you guys. You got it.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hard, 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 hard. Straight brush, guys. Really good. Good sweep.
Nice sweep, Joss. I mean, we asked you.
It was a great shot. Basically, you made it.
I know.
You play that red double, it just redirects right onto the Shot Rock.
We see the angles.
Probably can't even get in there. I was thinking with lightweight, do that, but
Probably clip the top one though.
yeah. Or we're ticking this one out in the
Yeah.
open, I think.
Like the run's really tough too.
Yeah. The run is like to here.
Yeah.
But then that's going on there,
What they're worried about is
right?
What do you guys
you
like?
make a play on this one, it's going to if you make it perfect, that goes out. But this red one on the way by, it might go that way, but it'll eliminate the yellow. You can't come through the port anymore. As you could hit that one, but you lose your own rock.
What are the options? You want to call a time?
Time out. Time.
Still feel like it's early enough that you could play the run. It may not work out well, but you've got enough time to get out.
Absolutely. Control out front.
Yeah, this is tough though, because we're clipping this top one. I guess we can always try to clip this to here.
Oh, I think that's scarier. I don't hate the run.
If you hit the,
the run
one that
could
was
be
just
that.
thrown
It could
really
be.
thin, Cheryl, it'll at
the
least
only thing.
come across the top of that yellow one, maybe not move the yellow too far.
I think it's hard to stick the red on the yellow, though. Not if I hit it
Well,
on this side.
But to not overlap, you'd have to.
Lorraine, what do you like?
Lorraine?
Well, I mean, the two reds are a really bad setup for us, so I think we either have to peel, or if you're going to run it, you have to just know what side exactly
Well,
that we have to hit it on.
You can hit anything on this
But
side.
to hit this red onto there, I don't
We
think
have to
you
hit
can
on this
stick
side.
It. Well, it doesn't matter if it's
Yeah, we're just going to get rid of
But
it.
I'm
They're
saying
gonna-
they're going to be sitting 3.
They could be sitting
Yeah, but
3.
it's all open.
Well, your guard's still around here
Not
somewhere.
if you hit it on that wrong side. You should.
You still
not a
have,
ton.
I mean, you still will have a draw, but it'll be to the button, right?
Yeah. I kind of like to run.
Okay, well, let's try and hit it here, right?
Yeah.
only
You
other-
guys like it?
Yeah, because we can't guard because then
No,
they've
they
got
have
this.
that.
they've
If you
got
hit it
this.
thin enough
Yeah, they've
where
got a
that
lot of
brush
shots
is,
at shot rock.
Right.
Okay,
would
let's run
you
it
be
in
able
here.
to spin it around shot rock? Would you get them to split
Yeah.
around shot rock?
I think it'll spin out far enough like that. Here, this rock here, Vic, if you can get it that way,
Yeah, really thin.
that
yeah.
goes. That's the beautiful
For
part.
sure. Now, would it ricochet and go around shot rock?
Well, it's
You see this
really hard to
line,
tell from here, but I
Kendra?
think it's going to make contact. But
Okay.
if they get it perfect, it might not move
It's
that
outside,
yellow
right?
far enough. The yellow might just end up in here somewhere. But more importantly, you get that red one out of the way. So, and to Cheryl's point, what's on top of all that is open it up for the skipper. If they get it just extremely thin, I think they can get this double out of the way.
Yeah!
Kendra Lilly,
Yes!
Pot, Sipola. This is all about running this back, catching it thin. Oh, and she didn't.
That's good, though.
That's a great shot.
That's good.
Gets rid of the 2 reds.
Hit it a little
They
thicker.
are the shot stone, pardon me.
Hit a little thicker than they wanted to, Vic, but
Yeah, the shooter would have rolled to the right and opened it up a bit, but still, look at the result.
real nice.
And they are sitting the shot stone covered, and the stone covering them is their own Northern Ontario.
That's more.
That's good.
Please don't.
I really think that's all there.
This could change
I
things
think
around
it's
in
all
a
there.
hurry
Please
here.
don't.
Lots of room.
If Amy leaves this deep
Mine's
enough
getting closer.
and open, there might be a double to sit
Mine's
3.
Close.
Always Laney.
We're 7-8.
Whoa,
Stay
whoa, whoa.
close.
7-8 would be deep.
Back 4. Yep.
Okay, Laney, if you can, but only if you
Full
can.
back 4 on its own. Try to see.
Has to stay for shot, but you can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. Go, 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 go,
There's
go,
the
go,
7,
go, go,
there's
go, go,
the
go.
8, and they'll hang
Okay,
it
that's
on the
good.
edge of the 4.
Good
So
sweep,
good
guys.
judgment. Again, from that front end, that's exactly where they thought it would be.
So, say back 8. They can sweep it to tap it. Back 8.
Just back.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I like what Krista
So-
said. They can sweep it to tap it. Don't throw it to tap it,
85.
or you breeze by. So
90.
just throw and they'll take it at the end to get a little bit of tap on that back red.
Trying to throw it hard enough to sit 2, do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be a call based on line at the
Right.
end. They'd like to.
Close.
A wonderful run
Yeah.
back.
Yep. Hard.
Kendra Lilly.
Yep. Hard.
Again, it's Lilly, and again,
You
it's
gotta go
Potts
really
and
hard.
Sipola.
Hard.
We tap our
Yep. Hard.
That's what they're going to do.
Yep, yep,
Touch
yep,
their
yep,
own
yep.
on the way by, bump it up, and they'll spin up and sit the 2, it appears, right around the edge of the 4.
Yeah. Should have woed. She might be shot.
Okay, so try that.
I don't know, just a little bit more ice. Her weight wasn't bad on this, so
Perfect weight.
I think it's ice. There was no chance on that.
I don't think we need to. I just don't think it goes nuts.
Good normal. Like if we have any chance to kick this, I need to throw something.
I agree.
That's the issue.
I agree.
So like here, it's all good normal.
That 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm guessing out. She said she's going to tighten up the ice.
Solid normal.
Extremely flat double. I'm not sure they're even taking it on because they're saying solid normal, but the obviously kill the one and try to get into that area would be really nice.
Love to kick that a little, but we don't need to. We can just straight roll as well.
All right. Let's go, Chelsea. Nice throw here.
You get it thick enough, they only have to move it an inch.
All right, sit 2.
Normal.
Skip stones, Chelsea Carey.
9. Close.
No, right off.
Close. Lady. Lady, yeah. Okay, okay. It's just going to nose. It's just nosing.
And knows it, she does.
Okay.
I know, but she'll just have that horizon.
Not terrible.
No, it doesn't. I agree.
Too much set.
Yeah, just a little high.
Yeah, here, high, here.
Yeah.
9?
Yeah, I think like sticking there isn't bad though.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
Okay.
But
yep.
Let's play it.
There.
They're trying
Yeah, I
the
think
double,
so.
but if they come up to the nose, that's not so bad either because of where it'll be. Usable stone up front.
Okay, a 9. Okay.
From behind Coach Lorraine Lang and
Trying for
Yeah, try the double.
their 5th. Oisem one Brier. We saw her a couple of times.
Exactly.
Whoa.
9.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh no, yeah, we can't leave them being shot from this.
Other way.
Are we nose jamming?
And they will stuff it at the back and really close now. They may have given up shot rock.
This one hit.
Had to make a commitment a little sooner. Wasn't going to do what they wanted to, get on the brushing and keep it higher, kick that out of there.
This is your path. I had you there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
red is shot, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that would tell you right there.
Top button.
And they even talked about coming up to the nose wasn't bad.
As
So
long as we're half 4 foot second.
I'm not sure why they needed the double either. They could have
one
rolled
is
in.
the nicest on the sheet.
that's why I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
Plan B was
Right. Yeah.
Do I need to give you less than that?
We're thinking a little less than that.
I feel like just a hair less. Probably
Okay.
feel like a 5 kick.
Okay.
You got her, Chelsea.
This shot turns it around here in favor of Team Canada without last rock. In this 1-1 tie, sitting, we believe, shot stone, back edge of the 4.
Yeah, no,
Final stone, Chelsea Carey.
We need it to come
Slow
down.
down here.
It's not.
Okay, Laney, right through.
Are you sure?
Well, yep.
No, no, no.
Just go behind ours.
Whoa,
if you can.
whoa, whoa.
And right back they go.
Okay.
trying not to leave them an easy wall there.
Yeah.
It's just here, eh?
I don't think there's any doubt
Yeah,
it's
for
red.
Should be good.
Could you Cheryl run
Here,
through
more.
that hole?
fade.
It would be tricky with the outturn. Make that yellow triple for 3. The red triple for 3.
You could.
It's easy from up here.
90?
Just cross it a little bit
95.4.
on this side. That double goes for sure, and you should get that one on the way by.
This is a straight draw here.
Yes.
Yes.
What about playing, well, you'd have to come in off your own, but for 2. No?
Yeah, it's there. This is just so much easier, and you
Okay.
just don't want to
Mine's
give away
good.
control of the game.
Alrighty.
You might be able to get at that red one at the
Mine's
back for
good.
2.
Mine's good.
You don't have to touch it very much.
No.
Not
And
curling
it's
a ton
but
yet.
it's a huge
Oh,
curl.
line's good.
Mine's good.
Curling.
Yep.
This is where Kendra's really
Well,
went.
here we go. Potts.
Yeah, keep
Sipala.
going. You can touch
maybe
it.
touch
Oh, you might even touch that red. Keep going, ladies. Oh, they'll take their one. You think if they pounded that, they could have touched it?
Absolutely.
The curl was there. The intent wasn't. It's 2-1 midway through the bronze medal game.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
It was an emotional Amy Nixon during the anthem prior to the start of the game. Hug from Jocelyn Peterman. The bronze medalist from 2006 then gave a young fan her jacket, and then to a little Bruno Mars dancing up a storm between ends. Could this in fact be the last time we see Amy Nixon? She's with Brier.
Amy, obviously a great rebound for your team from last night. Notice you very emotional during the anthem and having fun with the crowd here. Is this your last Scotties game?
I think it very well could be. I mean, I hope to come back on the bench at some point, but I think this is the last time I'll be wearing a maple leaf on my back, so I'm going to enjoy it.
You won a bronze medal for Canada at the Olympics, obviously representing Canada at the Scotties as well. What has the game and that experience meant to you?
Oh, it's indescribable. I've had so many great experiences with so many great players and people, and it's made me into, I think, a very rounded person. So many memories.
I know we may see you at the game. You're not done yet, per se, but what will you miss about it?
Oh, gee. I think I'll just miss the laughs. I mean, the people that come up to you and the autographs and the teammates and the hilarity, even in times of trouble.
It's been a lot of fun covering you. Best of luck in this game and the rest of the way.
Thanks, Brian.
Amy Nixon, this is her 5th appearance at the National Championship as we check the numbers after 5. 2-1 on the board. Really an open game with those 2 blanks. A little surprised that Chelsea Carey throwing only 68% so far, but trailing only by 1 on the scoreboard. The numbers after 5 brought to you by Ford of Canada. Proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
We're in the final, and we know that if we play like we played in the 1-2 game, that we'll have a very good shot at it. So we'll just come out and try and put the same game together in the final.
Run it back, tap, tap, and that's enough for the single for Manitoba.
They all played really well. They're a strong team and lots of great shooters, so we just have to be on our game. I think we made a few too many mistakes.
And away goes Manitoba to Sunday's final.
We're in the final, and we know that if we play like we played in the 1-2 game, that we'll have a very good shot at it.
And Ontario will move on.
It's a great experience to be in another final and great for our team and great momentum moving forward. So we're going to be proud of how we did at the Scotties, regardless of the outcome. We're going to fight to the last rock.
That's the matchup for the gold medal game tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time. Their 3rd meeting in 4 nights. Michelle Englund, 28 years after being in the playoffs, is back in a Scotties playoff situation. First time, though, not wearing that Saskatchewan green. Scotties starting, of course, in 1982, and then you go down to 88 and 89. That was her last time, and then all those other years there, all those, oh my gosh, so many years. Till finally, she is back and playing for the gold medal tonight against Ontario. Rachel Homan trying to win a 3rd Canadian championship and become the youngest man or woman to win 3 Canadian titles. We're in St. Catharines. It is our final day here. Thank you very much, St. Catharines, for all the hospitality, the Niagara region. It is the bronze medal game, 2-1. Northern Ontario leads at Team Canada. And Chelsea Carey with Last Rock playing the Redstones here in 6.
What a great story with Michelle. incredible.
I have to go here. Top 8 is really nice. Yeah. Okay.
It's love of the game,
Right
right?
beside
And we
it.
saw a lot of the teams that
Yeah,
way,
I
that
think
they're
so.
just,
Like 405,
you know, the
410.
Nova Scotia team, the teams from down east that don't get the exposure in a lot of the big events. They just keep going the rink because they love to curl.
It's not always about Olympics for all the teams or all the provinces.
Whoa, line. Whoa. Yeah, it's way out there. Whoa, no, no, no.
We're there.
Where are we?
We don't have to go for weight either.
That last
Top
end was
four?
back and forth. I thought Northern Ontario was going to get 2, and then Chelsea had a shot
Yeah.
to sit and force. Could have got a steal out of it.
Yep, yep, if you can. Yep, go, go, Kendra, go. Go, go, go.
Thought Northern Ontario may have on Krista's last one. Once you know you had your one, you could have gone on it. Try and tap that just a little bit.
No risk.
Rewind bumper.
Either one. Easy.
Pretty long center guard, so both teams will be able to play some soft weight in and around that center, trying to tap things back. POA double here.
No, no, no.
I agree, a little up.
Whoa,
A little big.
right off.
Like 9.5.
No, never.
It's got to curl a ton, or they're going to jam
No,
that
no,
top
no.
and leave it right there.
Hard, Nick. Right up. Okay, it's not bad.
Oh, worked out
9-9.
not bad.
Good call, lady.
All those shots are like every half an inch makes such a difference, doesn't it?
No.
A little higher, you leave the yellow and shot rock. A little lower, you're buried.
Yeah. Do we ever try tapping this side right here?
Well, that would be great if you can get there, yeah.
Should I not say anything?
I think you can.
Really aggressive move here.
So a little less?
Yeah. Your weight was pretty close.
Watch the four-ender in the second end
I think your weight was good.
in the semifinal with Rachel Holman, and the same type of setup where Northern Ontario, without advantage of the last stone, took a few liberties here, trying to maybe steal, but you leave enough red around for a team like Carey.
Whoa, line.
Once in a while, you're going to be burnt.
I didn't mind. Ashley talked about that intern tap on the red. I didn't mind that.
Hard line. Yeah.
It's guard so long.
It is.
Hard.
Get rid of one of those reds.
Hard.
We're just top 8. Go!
Hard. Hard. You gotta
Top
go.
12.
Case. Yep. Whoa.
Oh.
Did I shoot it that much lighter?
Well, they timed the same. I didn't think
I don't really want to do this yet, but I almost think we have to.
Do you like that? I was kind of thinking draw.
Or peel.
Okay, then let's talk. Those are all over the place.
No, like I think a draw, just in there.
Yeah, because the concepts are so different. They
Just a draw.
need to have a conference call here for sure.
No, I'm thinking you play to do this and spill the one to here.
With like what kind of weight?
Normal.
It's pretty good.
I know, but I'm afraid you leave a double if you don't make it perfect, right? So like you go here, she smashes it, and there we let them out of
And
it.
this one just leaves her out still.
Well, if you roll in though, is what I'm saying.
I know, but then they just tap it because we're just going to be like top button.
I get that, but I don't think we can draw because if we end up here, she knows hits it. I mean, I guess we have a double, but it's not great.
I mean, even if we ticked off of this,
Actually, this is probably the best shot.
You think that's better than if you got there?
If you get there, it's fine, but like nose freeze is pretty good.
Does she have a piece of that?
not a lot.
Yeah.
Play this. If you stop here, it's not the end.
I think so. I really do.
Okay.
That was my first thought.
I just think it's
They're
too early
second
to be doing
shells,
that.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to.
you like
Amy,
it?
to
Yep.
Amy's point, she's saying leave that back yellow there for now because it's actually helping them. You make a play on it now, and they might get out of the end. So just more setup shots. Freeze down on
Okay.
your own.
I think it's going to be similar to the weight you threw in the intern down here.
Yeah. Where do we want to be?
We want to be butting top 4, full 4 if it's going.
Just gonna make sure I'm nice and positive though still, hey?
Yeah.
Jocelyn Peterman. Second
good.
stones here in
Hey,
the
shoot
sixth.
it!
There. Cool then.
Okay.
Like, tap it!
There's a lot of weight on this one.
Ain't only, not bad.
Nixon and
Close.
Ain't
Peters have done nothing now. They'll pick her up a little bit.
Hard. Hard, 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 hard,
Go hard so it doesn't go through this hole.
No roll, no roll.
And then she'll roll underneath.
Okay.
They sit right on the lid. Team Canada sitting the 2.
Well, that could give Northern Ontario an out on this end.
No question.
Chels.
Just all wait.
Chels. 3-6. So we're probably losing that if we play this.
Oh, we are. You don't like just freezing in there?
No, I
Well,
like
no,
Gary.
I like.
Yeah. I think we have to play this.
We can't come off the other one?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going anywhere.
Players always,
the other way,
you'll see them looking up. They're checking the
Oh, okay.
our pictures, which are broadcast on
You
the
don't need to hit more than a quarter. You need to hit.
screens over center ice here at the Meridian Center.
Hey, we like your call.
Now I kind of like the freeze.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, you're kind of into it, aren't you?
Or
We
even
talked
just
earlier
this.
about them being very aggressive, but now
Tap
you're
that to
disappointed in
here.
a return.
Freeze there.
But if you hit and roll, it's a bit scary.
The thin doubles there, but you're probably giving up 2.
Freeze, little taps, good.
Okay. They've made a mistake by coming deep, so
Yep.
it's your
This is
chance.
right. Yeah, I think so, Cheryl. Still risky.
It is.
You have to consider all the options. I understand, Cheryl, but when I hear them, this is what we'd like to play, and then they go, but if you roll off, isn't the idea to remain as positive as you can, realizing, of course, there's a chance you might make the mistake, but you always think that you're going to make the shot.
Well, talk it through, weigh the risk versus the reward. You have to, but then I think the biggest thing, Vic, is commit to the shot that you did finally decide to throw. This was the freeze, and this is hot.
And she'll go into the pocket and sit right there.
Didn't work out too bad.
She should lose the 2 of them.
I don't think that yellow will go through, will it, Russ?
Well, you lose one yellow, one red, but I think it'll go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking you want to do.
That's pretty good.
Peel
Unlock
away hard.
Yeah, I like that too. Just get Amy to hit
Like
and roll
bumper?
inside, lose the red one, who cares, and just try to get underneath.
Like a tap, tap.
Well, I think you want to move this one as far as you can so we can kill it after, but I don't mind like hack.
Okay.
And then you can roll on top of your own.
Right, and they're all hidden. Really good call here. Because to your point, the odds of picking that clean isn't that good, and then they can still freeze. So now you'll have, if this is made properly, it'll be so much on top of the button.
No.
If you freeze your third shot, Northern Ontario.
Really nice. Joss.
Joss.
Whoa.
Yes.
Not bad.
Hard Joss. Right up. Okay, whoa. Stay on the nose.
And on the nose they are,
Good.
and they'll unlock
Good
it.
shot.
Really nice. Great weight.
We can't even overcurl it. Like,
You can go guard.
you got a guard.
Yeah.
Kind of scary to guard, though.
We have to. Or
The key to what Amy Nixon was trying to do there was get to the inside. If they had rolled this way a little more, it would have been even better, but much better than what she did than roll that way, because that would give the inside edge the available shot to get to the shot rock.
And if I'm a little light, that's fine. Like, we don't want to jiggle
Almost
that,
perfect.
right?
Is the shot rock not available in a little combination there on that stone top edge of the 4?
On the intern side,
Yeah.
you could tap it back, but the rock you'd be raising would stay there also. You might be shot rock, but you'd also be in trouble.
Okay. I live my life dangerously.
Yeah, I've seen you drive.
Yes. Wow. Yeah.
whoa. Goal line.
Yes, I remember that.
To it.
Don't
To
want
it.
to it. Line's good.
Still?
Just going to freeze one in, Cheryl?
Yeah, that was the last call.
They were talking guard at one point.
No, decided to come right in.
Bumping.
Gotta go.
It's to it.
Watch out
Step
now.
up.
Yes.
Into the pocket again.
Good shot.
Again, twice now.
Really nice.
That was the call. The guard's so scary. There's rocks to run in.
No, the 5's never going anywhere.
Look, what kind of weight is she thinking?
I don't think you want to kill it yet because she can make that thin double then.
Right, okay. Like a freeze.
Right to it, yep. You chip off this one, it's okay still.
You see the screen on the left, that red guard on the left-hand side. You know Chelsea keeps eyeing that up to eventually use to run in. So just pile some more rocks in here on the angle.
I'm thinking it's just as nice as this in turn here.
Nope. Mine's good.
Wait's close.
Wait's nice.
Let's get a run.
Got lots of room right now.
Close.
Championship weekend and just the one sheet.
Right side in right now.
Focus of attention.
No.
We're bouncing. It's 8.
9 even.
Can't be heavier.
Do you want me to?
Okay.
Didn't move it enough.
Sorry, guys.
Did not move it enough, it appears. Shot rock still belongs to Team Canada's second shot to Northern Ontario.
At some point.
Still pretty scary, that yellow is.
I mean, still doesn't get us.
I don't know if that.
Because of that run on the left.
I mean, that could help us a little bit if we like.
Yeah. Keeps another one of ours there too. Like that?
I think so. Do you like a little tap on that?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Either that or the guard.
But the guard.
If we guard, what does she have?
I like that
eventually
tap
she's gonna
rest.
have that, right?
I think so.
Two.
Like a bundle. I think
For how many?
2.
I think
So
it,
then that's not bad then.
I think it could be for more than 2.
Be like. Guard it.
Yeah, I guess we just have to make sure that we don't leave her like a chip in right now. I don't know if she even has that.
Would that be for 3? That run in?
It would.
If
No,
you stick
eh?
it.
That wouldn't be shot.
It's close. I don't think so.
No.
Have to be perfect because of that top
No, do you
yellow.
like that? Can't take too much more time here.
Yeah.
So I'd like to stay up there though, eh?
Yeah, so high side.
I feel like we
So
could make
hair
them.
less
We could
than
make.
you, maybe.
Yeah.
Be close to your weight.
Problem for Northern Ontario is exactly what Cheryl's saying, that you could zip
What are you going to throw?
a
Like,
rock in here. If you get it just perfect, that yellow's gone, and if it hangs around, it's 3. So you have to take that away somehow, and you really can't, because you can't throw a guard, because then Northern Ontario will do something else. So I think what has to happen here, it's tricky, but if you could lock that right on there, freeze it right on there, the danger is where do you roll? If your yellow one comes down to tap that and rolls over to a spot maybe like that, then there's that in off to get that yellow one that's been raised. So I think you have to get right to the nose. It's like a draw to the button. It's what Team Northern Ontario has to think here. Just play T-line weight, try to get almost to the nose of that one, kick it up a foot.
Mr. McCarville, there first. She leads at 2-1 as we play in 6. Potts and Zippola. Lily calling line. How good was this right now? Is there enough here? Bump it up about a foot. Still just Team Canada sitting the 1 as they crowd around the button.
Get over curled now. She
At the end, eh?
Yeah.
Almost. Foot harder.
Play a freeze tap.
I don't think we have to stay the shooter.
Well, it might leave her a triple. You roll it here, it's real bad.
Yes, we got to be right off of it.
Yeah. I think we need to play it super tight, and if you clip this, it doesn't hurt us because I have it to use. Same weight you just threw.
Yep.
We gotta go. We're wasting a lot of time here.
Just try to kick that red one over
Okay,
so
I
it's
had
hidden.
This is the draw.
By doing that, the yellow one at the side of the
how far
button
off
comes
that?
back, and you sit too buried.
Have to be really careful where your shooter goes. You don't want to roll to the left away.
Exact same problem Krista had. Isn't it? Yeah. This is pretty claustrophobic in here.
I think we try to move it just far enough to be 2.
Yeah. So you're thinking just like back 4.
button. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really nice here. Like same as this intern coming this way.
Okay, so I need to give you a couple feet less than that.
Yeah, 3 feet less than that one.
Okay.
Well played
Likes the
in.
miss. If we just chip and roll off, then we have it to use. It's not
Okay.
bad.
Just try and get as close to nose as they
Yeah,
can.
3 to 6 feet less than your last one. You got her, Charles. Wait, close. Whoa, just 7. Just 7?
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Peterman.
Yeah,
Leaving
close.
this now
No.
to work itself.
Yeah,
Some late licks.
Freedom.
Peters. So that will work. That little tap will bump them up, and they are sitting 2.
Really good heads up by Amy, because you wanted to roll your shooter deep and behind so that Northern Ontario couldn't use it. Right here.
That's okay. This isn't going anywhere.
So nice.
Yellow.
You can see this. You guys don't like anything off this.
Well, that's probably just going to go.
We're thinking this one. Let me see. We're thinking this one. And that'll jam.
I also think we have this one, though, no? Like, you'll rub that, and then you'll rub this. But this might even...
You don't think you can make this double?
Like, that rock never goes. So, to me, if you hit...
Yeah, this might be here, right?
I think that's there.
That's there as well.
This is going to jam onto here, but...
Yeah.
I mean, get rid of one, eh?
But then they have this, but then that's jamming right over here.
You come at it either way. I think if you come at it on the in-turn way, number one, you kick it out for sure, and your yellow one stays in a good spot, Cheryl.
That's what I see, but...
If you take this one on the out-turn, if you threw a rocket, it kicks onto the red. It will be spinning
I think we play
counterclockwise, and I think it could spin right out of there.
And I think that's bad.
Could you ever jam it? Because you come up and
Red onto red and leave the red there?
Yeah.
I think it's going to kick onto the yellow and spin, and they might get it far enough they'll be shot rock at the top.
Because of the way I like the out turn.
With some weight.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. They're with the tight ice. It looks like that's what they're doing, unless they're trying to hit yellow in there. It looks more like it's yellow they're trying to make it. And then could you get both reds going? It looks like you can from this angle. So hit that yellow, as much of that yellow as you can with lots of weight. The second yellow comes in, caroms off the top red, gets the back red.
Krista McCarville, final stone. She leads it 2-1. Hammer belongs to Team Canada. Potsipola. Lily calling line. Bang. Oh, too thin. I don't know. Maybe they were going after that red.
They were.
They were.
Yeah.
Too negative.
So trying to catch the red as you look at it there and then angle it back.
Would have been spinning. They might have been able to kick it out of there.
That was really tight line though, wasn't it?
Yeah, they didn't take much ice to begin with, did they?
That top yellow, top 4 foot. What is it? Third shot.
Yeah.
Timeout.
It's really hard to get in there for your third shot.
But you got to play it, I think, so you hit it pretty thick, right?
Oh, to spin back up?
Yeah, that might be the way.
Like half a rock will do it.
Does it get under this, though?
It doesn't.
Coach Charlie Thomas.
I don't think we can hurt ourselves, though, because that's going to this one, right?
Yeah.
Half a rock?
Like, you could probably come go bing, bing.
Yeah, like I'm thinking you want to spin off the 5, right?
Yeah, like boom up, right?
Yeah. I think that's the only way you can make it.
I agree.
I think you throw a weight at it, though, don't you? Like,
yeah,
not crazy,
I mean, the only
but, like,
caution I would have is if you do hit the 5 first, right?
well, we can't hit this first.
Exactly.
Like, if we nose this, it's fine.
Yes.
Like, so play it pretty conservatively.
Yes.
It'll go
Forward
really
hot
straight.
shots around the horn here. Peel weight, hit less than half, redirect onto that one. If you get the north side of it, it comes back up this way. And what Amy was saying is we will sit here and won't be shot. But you actually, if you throw it hard enough, Vic, you might be able to move that one backwards.
To bump yellow up.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
They looked at that right hand, that right hand red to play a roll in, but can't get third shot with that either.
I think this is there. You hit about good half of this one, almost where the broom is, really hard, goes right across sideways and redirects up. Now, can you kick that red-yellow combination backwards? This is made properly. That yellow one buried at the top of the 4 foot's coming towards us.
For a possible 3.
Nice throw here, Chelsea. Yeah, you got her.
Yeah!
Final stone boy right out of her hand. She barely let go. Nixon calling them on. Peters, Peterman now. Watch this go. Clip 1, 2, back it up. No, she's got enough of it. She didn't even have to move it. For the 3. And a smile from the defending champion, Chelsea Carey.
Needed to, but it would have helped. Like, that was the way to
Bang, bang, come back up. No, she grabbed enough right there. Can, Mary. That's our little girl. Oh, Gwen Stefani is back for the most sizzling season yet. The Voice tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on CTV. Ah, the sea was angry that day, my friends. Everything goes back to Seinfeld, doesn't it? Just as we welcome you back. Great three put on the board by Team Canada. Well thought out. Well thrown final stone. Three right around the edge of the button. 4-2 they lead it now, this bronze medal game. The Scotties in St. Catharines.
Nice, nice.
And here in the 7th it will be Northern Ontario and the team from Thunder Bay that does have Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
Top four, curling now.
Talked about it at the start of the end. Some of the
Line's nice. Top four.
aggressive calls from Northern Ontario there without hammer. They were up one. It's again easy from here, but there was risk all the way through that end, and Chelsea Carey did a wonderful job of managing the rocks behind the button there, I thought.
Back eight. Back eight.
Yeah, she didn't go to removing rocks too early. She just kept freezing them in there, trying to use their Northern Ontario's yellow one as backing.
They did an admissible tap to sit three early, but they were never going to score three
Wait,
that
a
way.
little hot.
She managed to manufacture a three. Well earned three.
Back 12. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right off. Kendra, go.
Yeah, it's through.
Kendra. Okay, go, 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 go. Whoa.
It's coming down.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good, Sarah.
Nice shot, Sarah.
The World Junior Championships coming to an end today in Korea, and look at this. First ever men's medal for Korea as they prepare for next year's Olympics. They beat the U.S. 5-4. It was a game that featured 4 blank ends. And then, of course, Norway was a winner over Scotland in the bronze. I'll remind you that Kristen Streifel and the Canadian women's team from the Saville Community Center in Edmonton, they picked up a bronze medal yesterday. Tyler Tardy and his team from Langley and Royal City Curling Clubs failed to qualify for the playoffs, losing in a tiebreaker.
Eli.
4, 5 minutes.
Saw the body language from Chelsea Carey there, trying to will that one over and tick that red one out of the way. And now there's a nice little wall.
Line's good. Hey, room for now. Line's pretty close.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Yep. Line's good. Room,
Gotta
room,
go a little.
Yeah, you got room.
No, we're there.
You can tap
I think this
one
is one of the
here.
things that Northern Ontario does so well. As we watched last year, as they stole their way through a bunch of games, is tap and move rocks around. They know how to do that without.
They're never out of it.
Nope. Scary team to play.
This way. If you just pick it, it's okay, but I'd love to clip that. Teal. Anywhere from 3/4 of a rock to anywhere less is fine.
This shouldn't do much, hey? Yeah, not crazy, no?
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Ryan.
Like to clip their back ones.
Beauty.
Really nice shot.
We'll get rid of everything.
Yeah, they weren't helping, and we're only to Northern Ontario's advantage.
Back 8.
Okay.
Take it around, hang it on that back edge of the 8, bury it.
We talked about it being a hair straighter inside out yesterday, which makes this shot even harder.
Yep.
But everything does move to the wings, doesn't it?
No, like crazy, but no, I don't think as violently as it did during the week.
We're all there. Let it cross. Stay close, Sarah. If you can, go.
Yep.
Yep, go.
Hard.
Go, Sarah. Bite back H. Have to bite the H.
Do we though?
And there's an indication of it.
Yeah.
It does wrap around, but certainly not
Still
as
see
severely.
Still see a little bit of that. They couldn't throw it any deeper.
Back line. Yeah.
Good shot, just the same.
What was that? 14? So I need to throw like a...
Yeah, well, because you know now you have to throw in that spot that maybe just a touch straighter, and you're throwing a little bit more weight at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just instinct. Chelsea called for back line.
Like to go for weight. You can go for
Gotta
line.
go. Where?
Back
Whoa.
line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Yes.
Just. We're there.
Hard line. Hard.
This has been starting to go now.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Roll it away, Laney.
Yep.
Yep. Shoot her.
And roll it away. And they do just enough to push it out the back. My goodness. They just barely got by that stone top 12.
And no speed either. Like just barely enough to call it a takeout.
Pure back line weight.
95? Yeah, 95. Pardon?
And because of, as I was saying, it might be a hair straighter coming in on the rings. Amy couldn't afford to throw much more. Just a beautiful toss.
Whoa. Should be there.
Weight's good.
We're 2
Kendra Lilly.
We bumping?
Little. Yeah, we're bumping.
Okay, whoa line, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Looks
bumping
like
around
lots.
a little, but
Got a
it's pretty
curl.
good. No, it's all there.
No, it's really got a
bumping
curl.
a little, but not a ton. It's all there.
No.
Finish and on the corner.
Yeah, shot.
Like that.
Really nice.
You didn't think that had a chance?
That didn't curl a little more.
I could have gone
Goodness.
Probably just the same weight and try to stay on it.
Yep.
That's all you have.
Okay. Back line?
Yeah.
Same weight. Little less.
Whoa.
Little wider.
Wait.
Whoa, little wider.
Cannot. You have no line.
Less weight, Chelsea. We're just
That's
10.
fine, we need
Close.
less.
Just 10.
Yep.
Trying to hit it slightly center line side.
Trying to hold the line for Nixon.
Go.
They get to the nose and just the other side of it. They are the shot rock
Good call, Joss.
for the moment. Team
Good
Canada.
call. Good call on the weight.
There's another one in there, and you can then blast it and have both yellows stay. Yeah, just barely shot rock.
What did I throw there?
I
Very
had
high. I did not
Similar
hit.
weight, maybe a hair more.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
That's that team communication. The front end yelling, it's lighter, and the
No,
back
what's
end,
that
or the
is
other
that a
two,
little
the
less
back
ice?
end in this case, are going,
yeah,
it's
you
wider,
don't
wider,
need it.
wider. Who's right?
A little more weight.
Close
Bumping.
for line.
Very similar
Whoa.
weight. A little more.
Whoa, no.
Definitely more. Yeah.
Whoa, this looks like lots.
It's lots.
Yeah, it is.
Sarah.
Hard. Roll it, Sarah. Go.
Sorry, I thought you were going.
Rolling off, but they are sitting 2.
She doubles Reese's a pocket, I guess.
If we can peel this, we might be able to get it to go there.
Yeah, like as thin as you can.
Yeah.
You're talking about
I
hitting
don't
this
think
one
it'll do
first
much.
and playing the double.
Gotta
You
make
could,
sure we hit it.
I think it would be even easier to go that way. Hit that one thick and kick that one out dead sideways.
Because it's really thin on the left-hand one.
Isn't it? And then you might, if you do it the original way, you might do that. Be tempted to take a long look at.
Thin as we can. Hope it squirts it enough that we're shot there.
What one are we hitting first?
That one.
Okay.
You might. Yeah. I think if you come off this one, it's going to kick it into it. Is the problem, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. I like it, Chelsea. Good peel or just
I'm gonna
easy
go
peel?
for
easy
the.
peel.
Okay.
Was she
wide
afraid?
one.
Pardon me, but isn't she, by saying that, isn't she afraid if she throws it your way off the 4-foot stone first, she's afraid of jamming?
Yes,
Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
and rightly so. That's what she's afraid of. I don't think it will, but if that doubt's in your mind, she's absolutely right.
Yep.
Carey in her first.
Try not and leave a pocket here.
And quick, and quick, and quick. Peters, yes, says Nixon. A little bit more. Thin, thin, thin. And away they go. And a little bit of a stuff leaves that Northern Ontario stone just back edge of the 8.
Good sweep. Good one.
Yeah, you risk the jam by playing it that way, but
If she gets it, I think we still
sitting
have
two.
Hopefully. I don't know that we could have made it any better
No,
than
you
that.
couldn't have.
There. Now it spills to the back edge of the 8. They are
Really
sitting
straight
2
there.
without last rock, Team Canada.
Yeah, I know. I liked the throw. Nice little pocket to freeze down to.
It just leaves a double
because they
basket.
played it that way, that yellow one's still alive. So, as you say, a freeze in here, Cheryl. If Chelsea doesn't make a right play on it, then you'll be high enough that you can get at that red one and kick it out of there and bring that yellow back into play, possibly.
T-line back button.
Line's good.
Wait's close. Gotta go. Line's good.
Hard.
Hot and Cipolla.
Hard.
She'll never overthrow anything, McCarville.
It's really light.
Go, go, go. Hard.
Always needs the brushers, and this time she'll pull the string and just get it to the top 12.
Must have really fooled her because you could even tap one of those.
405. I wanted to say add.
Top button's great.
I know.
Anywhere full 8 or better.
Sounds good.
I think
Still
it's still
really
pretty
nice
here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a
Maybe
little.
just a hair slower when we're crossed.
Yeah, because I had 4.9 on that. I would have thought that would go further than that. So,
Yeah.
This is a little less ice, so just stay close to it.
I shot a 90 on my first one.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Because it would have been like.
Maybe the ice getting a little bit because Chelsea
probably
thought
back
that
8, yeah.
Krista's would go further with the time she got as well. So
I like the hair less.
Yeah, I'm with you. And you heard the nice draw in the second end for Chelsea Carey. She said it's about 3 feet slower. I don't think it's a lot, but it's that much, right? Just to throw you off.
Line's nice. Wait's close. Loads of room.
Final stone, Team Canada.
This is heavier.
Big, eh?
No, it's not. Well, it's not bad.
Okay, easy.
Looks like 8 right now. Do you think it's that much?
Just 6. Whoa,
Five.
just
full
fight.
8. Just full 8.
Just fight. Fight 4 foot.
Yep.
And just bite 4 foot.
Nice shot.
They've been on their game. I mean, Chelsea's numbers haven't been the best, but it is,
Good for Chelsea.
Yeah, we
compared to yesterday, so much
Good
better.
sweep.
Well, what I like that I've seen is her draws. She's made some
Real
draws
good.
from the very first end. She was making draws. She was top 4. So
Yeah.
back to what we saw during the round robin for Chelsea.
Well, no, there's no option.
Is there a draw through the hole that's easier or no?
I think we'd over curl.
Yeah, we'll over curl for sure unless I throw weight at
It's not
it.
easier
The
line-wise.
intern through the middle. We're just asking.
What do you think?
Well, either that or the tap.
Couldn't have put that last rock in a better spot because you hit this one, you're not shot rock. So if you try to hit it a little thinner and make the double, you're going to roll too far, and then this becomes shot rock. So it's a steal of at least 1, even if you make the double. And because that rock's choked off the center, it forces Krista McCarville and Northern Ontario out so wide that this is the spot that they've been playing right in here. So now they're into a fresh path out wider.
T-line.
Oh, and this cannot look good because that top red stone is right in your vision.
Could you play the tap? Would that be any easier?
Might be. This doesn't look great to me. Just to your point, you're going way out.
So it's slower, but how much?
Do you need a rub?
Line.
It's fair, guys. It's close. Line only.
Where are you? Can't go
Back.
much.
It's back.
Final stone.
It's pretty close.
Well, do you need a rub or no?
No,
Using 3 here.
Then go for line. No,
Whoa.
we need a rub. We need a rub.
Wow.
We need a rub. Need a rub. Yep. Whoa, whoa,
Yes.
Could be the game-saving rub, and needs to stop, and will go too far.
Good try.
2?
2 it is. Isn't that a turnaround? After yesterday, Northern Ontario stole 7 points. Team Canada now on their game have stolen 2. The 3 and 6, and now a steal of 2 and 7, and the defending champions, Team Canada, lead by 4 in this, the bronze medal game of the Scotties here in St. Catharines. Coming up tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time, we'll have the gold medal game, the championship game for you. Manitoba against Ontario. Michelle Englot from the Granite in Winnipeg against Rachel Homan from the Ottawa Curling Club. TSN 1, 3, 4, and 5. 7:30 tonight. The championship final of this year's Scotties from the Meridian Center here in St. Catharines.
Line's really good. Early.
No sooner do you say she doesn't overthrow something, and there she slides into the back edge of the 4 and gives up a steal of 2. Krista McCarville will once again have last rock playing the Yellowstones here in 8.
Actually, that last one was an extremely good try. It was her first one that killed her by not overthrowing it. She, as you said, Cheryl, the tolerance on that first one on the freeze would have been heavy.
Tap it, and then it gets in your head. You just came up so light, and that's what we watched. It's just kind of the exact thing we watched Chelsea with the 3-4 game.
Yeah, that's true.
Heavy, then light, and then you never really get the feel back again because you're adjusting.
Oh, let it curl. It's got to curl for sure. Go, Kendra. Go, Kendra, hard.
Chelsea Carey's positioning was absolutely bang on with hers. It's amazing how much trouble you can put a team in if you just get one in the right spot.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Good sweeping. What are we doing? Peeling it.
Yeah, this is a great call when you know they're up 4 points and Lainey came up a little light, so you can peel your own in the free guard zone, and
Clean.
it's only an advantage to Northern Ontario sitting there.
Clean, right to it. Nice throw, Lainey.
I'm sure Lainey will tell you she did that absolutely on purpose so she could show you her peel skills.
We used to call that the peel of shame.
Exactly.
You throw your own there and then you have to peel your own.
She's laughing about it.
Try and get them even.
I don't think it's as much as she thinks it is.
Try to get them even. Yep, hard. Gotta go. Keep going. Okay, good.
I thought I had more on that one.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Yeah, really hard. Really hard. Clean. Good.
And good it is to peel off that guard. It's going to be difficult now for Northern Ontario, down by 4.
Still right up. Yeah, I think so.
Be interesting to see what Northern Ontario, Krista McCarville's team does next year, if we see them more on tour, if they play more. I know there's been some conversations about stepping back from work a little bit and trying to play more, so I don't know if it was based on how they did this season. Such a great team.
Oh, they're so close. They really are. I know we can say that about quite a few teams in our country. You
Gotta curl.
don't have Jennifer Jones here. You don't have Val Sweeting here, but this team's right there with all those teams, and as we've noticed on any given day.
Yes. Well, and there's a balance to playing on tour. We were talking about it in the break, where you learn how you get burned by the angles by playing on tour against the best teams, but you try not to play too much so that you're burnt out physically and mentally. So it is a balance figuring it out.
Yep. Clean. Nice, Joss. Nice pair.
Another guard.
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, but I'm guessing that'll be the last one. They want to come in at some point in time here.
Now they've had one on the other side, guarding the edge of the 8.
I would think Chelsea will peel the one that's closest to the rings.
Shot.
The one that's there already is
Shot, Ash.
easier to come around and tap something out if you happen to have a buried rock.
Easy peel.
Lean.
Firm.
Lean.
Easy, lady.
Lean. You're okay.
So you were talking about
Good.
the McCarville team, and you know that we've told you that some of the spots in the Roar of the Rings, the curling trials, will be determined by points. And this is where they sit right now in relation to the top teams, knowing that Jones and Homan are already in. And as she took a peek at that, she sees herself at number 17, and even Chelsea Carey at 13. Right now, not quite enough points. The feeling is, by those who crunch the numbers, that they have enough to get into the Roar at the moment in Ottawa. So they're hoping to get into the road to the Roar, which is in Summerside.
Trying to get in a different spot.
So the 2 spots are already claimed. Now you notice there, number 4, that could be taken by a team that wins this, goes to the Worlds, and stands on the podium. Chelsea Carey, last year's Swift Current, missed that opportunity. So her spot now goes to a points system. If then Rachel Homan, for example, should win this event and she goes and medals, well, that will then go to points again. So you give them the opportunity, but if you don't, then Curling Canada has to look at points as a determining factor. And if you are Chelsea Carey or Krista McCarville, you have to get out on tour,
Line's good.
win some of those points, and if not, you'll take that or hope to take that very long road to
Gotta
Ottawa.
get a biter. Go, go, go,
Hard.
go. Hard. You got to get a biter. Keep going.
Hard.
We're in. Okay.
Oh, very nice come around.
Good sweep.
Nice shot.
Well, that's why this game was, besides the medal, there was points available and extra points. The other
Just peel it, I guess.
carrot on the line for this game.
In the pre-trials, it gives you that shot, you know, and it's that same old story. Whoever comes out of that is on a roll, and they've got some games under their belt, and they're right into the trials just right after that. And that worked for a guy by the name of Brad Jacobs.
It did.
Where did we start? Kitchener, I think, that year.
That's right. And Brad won almost, I would call it a measure. Brad Gucci had a shot that wasn't makeable, which he nearly made. And one of those guys was going to go on and end up being Jacobs, and he ended up winning a gold medal for our country at the end of it all. You just want that ticket. You want to be in there.
Lean. Lean.
Lean.
Could be a pretty incredible field at the road, the pre-trials.
Good, Chelsea. Nice throw. Nice throw.
Well, Chelsea Carey has brought her numbers up, and with it, a 6-2 lead. Krista McCarville, that overthrow has brought her numbers down and trails by 4 as we play here in the 8th. Players' numbers brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. That's the draw weight there for Chelsea Carey at 80%, when yesterday I think her draw weight was probably down in the high 20s, low 30s.
Up here.
Was a lot of struggles.
Have a look.
Yeah, we're just cleaning.
Try and set these up even so there's no
hard,
double.
hard
A lot
now.
of separation.
Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Over there. Okay.
Perfect weight and good recovery after the last end where you one light, one heavy.
Yeah, good normal, and whatever happens.
Least firm normal, maybe peel weight, and the only way to get out of jail here is to do something like that. If you can get it back into that
We can
area.
big roll, but we won't get too fancy here either. Just make sure it goes away. Roll it for shot. She's not ever going to miss the draw. Our only hope is that she rolls out.
Okay. How hard are you throwing?
Good normal.
Okay.
Well,
Nice
they're just
serve,
thinking rolling it in a bit,
Mm-hmm.
letting Krista make a hit.
See if they can make a mistake there.
Little big. Just clean.
So a little up from Chelsea Carey. This is her last here in 8.
Clean.
Okay, okay.
And to it and hanging it on the edge. I don't think it is shot rock. That's that one there, the yellow on the edge.
Draw for 2.
Sorry.
That's a well
Just take
played.
care more, take this
Would you use this as a teaching tool on how to score a deuce here, Russ?
Well, it was the classic. It really was. You use the free guard zone to your advantage. Throw the guards up. You're going to get it once. Chelsea Carey couldn't get rid of 2 of them at a time, so that gave Kendra Lilly the chance to sink one where that yellow one is now, and she made absolutely no mistake.
Around on the first one and then a tick.
Yeah, I think
Think
so.
so, eh?
As long as it's good. First one's done.
Has to hit the full 12-foot.
Line's good. Full 12.
Cots and simple on.
now. Stay with it. Curling hard. Stay with it.
Northern Ontario trying to get themselves back into it. Amy Nixon acknowledges by raising the brush. She'll check those 2 stones around the edge. And 2 it is. The All-Stars have been announced at this year's Scotties, and the first team is dominated by Team Ontario with Rachel Holman, Emma Miskew, and Joanne Courtney. Lane DeJager, the lead for BC's Marla Mallon's team, joins them. Lisa Weigel is the lead on the second team out of Ontario, joined by Sarah Wilkes and Shannon Lexick from BC, and Chelsea Carey is the skip of the second team All-Star at this year's Scotties. Congratulations to everyone.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got a
Just
curl.
one sheet in play here at the Meridian Center after the round robin, where we had 4 sheets going on a daily basis. Northern Ontario picks up 2 in 8. Team Canada continues to lead it by 2, 6-4. And it is the defending champions, skipped by Chelsea Carey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary. And we'll have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Stones here in 9.
Line's good.
Team Canada electing to play 2 come-arounds. The first one's not where they want it. Most teams would probably tick something here.
5, easy.
Once you've thrown the first one deep, I like this call, Cheryl.
Agreed.
Just go around and block that 4-foot off.
Go hard. Really gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 go. Okay, it's pretty good. 15.
Pretty steep enough. Sorry, what is it?
Not coming
15.
down now, right? No, we're 5
All right, sneak it to the top of the pin here.
It's curious. It's
Hey, whoa.
as if both skips said, all right, we've both got to go now. Because, you're up by 2.
Hard line. Lots of room.
Maybe Canada could have played a little more defensively, but they're going after them here.
Whoa, whoa,
Well, they kind of got forced to go after it with Laney sliding deep, and then they have to go in. See him step up and peel something now.
And then missing that opportunity to wrap it around to the top of the 4.
I didn't realize they got top 4 out of ours.
What was that?
Nice enough angle here, and we watched Jocelyn make these all last year. Double peel.
Nope.
Wait, it's nice.
Nope.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay,
This one.
Okay, Josh, that's good.
A little less. Put it back.
Oh, I like a round. Do you ever like a round?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with
So
Krista.
on.
Too early.
Only 1 guard. You could argue this shot, trying to throw a 1 just over the hog line, is harder than drawing the 4-foot. Especially late in the game. The ice hasn't slowed down in the slide path like sometimes you see, but it's just so easy to overthrow this because you can't hog it.
You need to sweep it. As long as we're over.
Puts a lot of pressure on these brushers.
Yep, a little bit. Nice shot, Ash. Nice shot. Really nice.
Perfect.
I don't know how long we want to play with that.
One. I know, it's so hard to put guards on.
Nice shot, Ash.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Nice. Right out, Lainey.
Right out.
Well done, Jocelyn Peterman.
Thanks.
Switching gears and coming in.
Okay, line's good.
Gotta go. Hard line.
No, line's pretty good.
Gotta go. Top 8.
Room, lots of room.
Gotta
Okay, go now. Hard. Go, Sarah, go. Hard, Sarah, hard. Hard. Go.
That's better. That's better. Lily goes around and grabs the top of the button.
No, it's tough because we can't guard the red and the wrong. Good shot. I wanted to see the
Great view of how much curl
I
there
just wanted
was
to see
watching
where
that
it
going in. See it just go sideways at the top of the 12.
Hit it eventually, though.
I'm fine with hitting it. I don't care.
I think we just pick
Heel.
it. Yep. Clean.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Okay.
You're good.
Pick it.
Nice,
Sure
nice.
did. Amy Nixon like a dart.
Could have peeled the guard there too. So he had a nice angle on that red one.
Should we stay? Should we come back?
Do you think freezing to the back is better?
Just because she'll have both? Yeah,
Or
we
bury
can.
it.
Okay, let's go.
Or bury it?
Yeah, or bury it a little more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard to bury it when the rock's touching the 4-foot you're trying to use as a guard.
She was pretty close to perfect on the last one. Another foot of weight, and
More
you
weight.
might
Close,
tuck
yep.
3/4 of it.
Where?
Top 4.
Yep, hard.
See?
Yes, really hard line. Really hard line.
Lily trying to do it again. But more of a struggle right now for Potts and
Yep,
Cipolla.
go.
And they'll just crash on that stone, push it up. Shot rock belongs to Team Canada, and they do have the last rock here in 9.
What do you like?
She's gonna do it. I think we're in, aren't we? You think?
You peel, she's going here.
Yeah.
But you've got a pretty easy raise there. I'm not sure
Okay,
leaving
let's
that
go
guard's a
quick.
good idea.
I'm with you. I like the peel. I think your red's in a great spot there on the left. Top 4.
You peel, she goes here.
Yeah.
We hit that. It's probably not terrible.
Well, we also have this still. We have a good
Yeah.
chunk of that.
Okay. Just peel then.
Okay.
That's probably the smart call, hey?
I think so. You're good with this? Yeah.
You and I thought of it, so it must be the smart call. Right, Vic?
Yeah, okay.
He's
We're
really
feeling if you
quiet.
wanna make any gestures.
Sure.
Just smiling.
I'm still thinking about flying squirrels. Why you would let them do that to you.
Or really why he would tell the story.
Yeah, right. Amy Nixon.
Easy peel.
Clean. Really good. Good girl, nice throw.
Okay, so we'll see now if, in fact, they will come around again.
Okay. Great shot. Thanks.
She does think that red would be available to her if they do go around, right?
Yes, yes, for sure.
That's why with this one, I think you get a little bit deep behind the tee line and it takes that angle away, and the red makes it a little tougher.
No, I'm getting 4. Yeah.
Right down to the other yellow is fine.
Yeah.
So this is out where like it's a little bit quicker.
Yes, I know. I still think
just
a
be
9.5
careful.
though.
Okay, yeah.
Just about the
Stay with
draw.
it, that's all.
Yeah.
In the 7th end, that was a steal of 2 here, where it just ran that foot too far.
Weight's really good.
Line's pretty good.
Line's good.
Room.
Little bit of room, yep.
Lots of room. Lots of room.
Gotta go. Line's good though. Sarah.
Sarah, in tons of room.
Line's great.
Come
Line's
on,
great.
go. Hard.
Krista McCarville
Hard.
wrap it around a little bit more and come back to their own, and they are the Shot Rock, and they have some backing.
Great shot.
Very nice shot. They're deep enough too, Charlotte, that angle's not great for Chelsea, so she's going to chase it here. If you're Northern Ontario having to steal, that's all you can hope for.
I think we got to go right in there, don't we?
You make a point, because I'm sure that
4-4. Okay.
Carey expected her to hopefully stop at top edge of the button.
Right.
Top button, or you
Coming
wanna be
deep,
right to it?
you're,
Well,
she
almost
can't
right
get
to
to
it.
it.
Exactly.
And if she does, she's
Like sweep for
she's
full
got the
tee.
backing to jam it, right?
Okay, I think it's still pretty nice here though.
Yeah, and if anything might have been
All
hanging.
you were
and-
hoping is to force her to a draw and a mistake.
Yeah.
Like my one pulled and died, but that probably is close for this shot, right? Because this will stay in the good stuff. Okay.
You got her, Charles. Okay, line's good. Room.
Room.
Yep.
Line's
Pretty good. Like to go. Yep, you can.
You can go if you have to. Line's fine.
Room. Oh, if you're
Backing
here,
right
no,
off
no,
now. Peters and Peterman
Never.
had a great time to have a case of the heavies. And she does. She'll rub and roll off.
Good start, Chelsea.
Left a pocket too.
But if you just make it so she can't nose it,
Yeah.
as long as we
Get
can
one.
get this. Yeah, so like right.
I mean, just curl it around right there, though.
Yeah. Then we leave her the pocket though.
But because Chelsea Carey, even though she missed that, because they had that timeout and decided to peel, the guard that was out there was guarding this thing. Now they've still got that if they have to at some point in time, wherever they have to angle it, at least they have that.
Yeah, because I mean, if we bite a piece of the button, then we're fine.
And if,
then
well,
she.
if we're here too, well, if we're here and she, I don't know,
Well, that's the other thing, right? If she does come
Anyway,
to the right
same-
spot, if you angle that red back, doesn't the yellow then jam on the red or the yellow at the back?
The yellow that shot rock will, yeah. The red one that's being raised in will end up being the winning point if Chelsea makes it perfect.
Okay.
So I think they're trying to choke it off. She'll just go right beside it, like an inch or two deeper than the red one.
Kind of make it a staggered guard on your back shot yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
Close to the same weight then, because we swept that.
Tough shot.
Yeah,
if you make it.
Right now it is shot stone, Northern Ontario. Back four. Final rock from Krista McCarville here in the 9th.
Where are you? We gotta go.
And they're
Line's good.
already saying it may be a little light here. Potts and Sipola.
Hard.
And in a long week now, this is where you really have to dig down and find it somewhere. Get it by that one. Get it by that one. No, they can't.
Be really careful of the 6. I don't think you can get there. Right? Like we just have to touch it. We can't ever hit the 6. You might be able to get to here.
I agree.
Wade seemed good, Russ.
Yeah, it's just it really was actually. It's dead on. It's just there seems to be a spot where it'll go, and if you throw it a little harder, it goes that much later, and that's what gets it by.
But they did rub their yellow over as we're looking at it, that left-hand center yellow. They rubbed it a little bit more in front of the red stone, so it makes this a little harder.
If you tick
It
this,
looks really
Cheryl,
ugly from here.
like 10% of this rock, you might roll in for 2.
We're thinking straight draw just because we can't ever touch their yellow, right?
Okay.
But it looks awful from here.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
They just rubbed it enough.
I think we play the top next. It looks really bad from here.
Hey, where do you want it?
Edge.
You're okay with that? Or do you want to go back down?
No, I'm okay with it.
So
it's max,
tap
but
on
we
the
gotta, like,
red
I'd rather
stone
this on the
top
high
edge
side
of the
just
floor. Bump it up for the
This
single.
one decides a hair stickier.
Okay, well, that was back
Similar
4.
weight.
Just so similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is more.
More.
Weight's all there. No, then. Need it.
She was a little
Right
hot
off.
with her first,
9-10,
remember,
we just
going
have to
with that
touch
rub
it.
and roll
Right
off. Shot rock belongs to Northern Ontario.
A lot of weight. Yeah.
They got a lot now. Here it starts to bust. Starts to really break now. Gotta get it by and touch it up, and that will work.
One red.
One red it is. Again, that veteran call. The knowledge of an Amy Nixon pays off. The bump for one.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
One of the really nice things, if you're in this particular area, if you get a chance, there's those little ferry boats they call the Maid of the Mist. And you can go down and you take the Maid of the Mist and it goes right up towards the falls before the current actually forces it back. And you get right down and you wear the sou'wester hats, and it's really quite something. Niagara Falls. We're in the Niagara region. It is our final day here. This is the bronze medal game. That was a big single point for Team Canada. They lead it now 7-4. Northern Ontario with last rock coming home and down by 3.
Really nice soft weight shot by the skipper for Team Canada here. That wasn't easy to get out there. They take so much ice. The weight's pretty easy in those taps, but to get the line married up with the weight is the hard part.
I don't know if we ever talk about the line call. I mean, we do, but to give the credit, you know, to make a shot, you need to have the person down in the house calling the line, communicating with the brushers what the weight was, and that was just a real great team shot. Sweepers were saying it was a little up, so that gives Amy the idea, do I go on it? Do I catch it a little thinner?
Hard. Just even. Okay, good shot. Yeah. Nice throw, Joss.
Ice is maybe slightly different than it has been, so in this situation, you make Chelsea look at 3. You never know. Force her to a draw.
Oh.
No question.
Watch it, Nick. No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
Peterman gets rid of the corner.
Think it's come down at all? Not really. Not for you. No. Maybe it's come down for us. Not for you. I don't think we need too much. No. We about even, or? Yeah? Go, go. Looks good. Yep. Hard. Go. Good shot. Yep. Good.
It's not getting any quicker.
Less ice, Joss?
It has come down a hair. Pardon?
Come down a bit?
No, that's okay.
Great rock positioning. Though those are just as tough as drawing the 4-foot. You've got to put him right on the X, or you give him a double and the end's gone.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Atta girl. Really nice.
Nice bit of cleaning up here being done by
Like it all, so it's
Team Canada.
Like a tight one around, right? Do you know what I mean? Chris, do we ever go around ours super tight so it might be splittable?
Yeah, we can go here.
Let's try I just thought,
Sure.
do you guys like that?
Yeah. So they just pick the top one though and we split. Let's try something.
I don't know.
You need two guards, and the only
Yeah.
one you can use now is that red one. Use that as a guard.
Tight. You can.
Your line's good.
Try to get it tight, guys.
Hard.
Hard, try to get it tight.
Hard line. Really hard line. Gotta go.
Oh, go, go, go.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard, 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 hard,
Try to get it
hard.
tight.
Hard.
Keep going.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that works. You can try to get them both. You can't possibly jam it here.
Oh, yeah?
Straight peel one, it's fine.
It looks like they're lined up, don't they?
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yep.
Ammunition.
Chelsea's right. You'd have to be extremely unlucky.
Watch out now.
Shooter, 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 shooter,
Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Aye. But she'll leave them both still out there now.
Yeah, that's not good.
Sorry, guys.
No, no. Double corners. Never say never. I think she planted a seed.
Was it your regular peel weight?
No. Didn't you say it wasn't possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little opportunity now.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's good.
Staggered corners covering the edge of the 8.
Mine's really good.
Hard!
Hard.
But you got to execute now.
Gotta be in. Gotta be in.
And that's what's let them down on occasion today.
Go, go, go!
Russ for Northern Ontario, given these opportunities, and you can't get it there.
I truly believe maybe from the 8th end on, it's come down about that 3 feet, almost undetectable, which is the problem.
Just a better throw more weight, eh?
Yeah, just positive. Yep.
Yep.
Quick.
Yep.
Whoa, right up. Whoa. Yes. Quick.
1, 2, touch them, and they've still left it there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Wow.
These corners will not go away.
Well, 2 ends really do stand out in the game. The difference, the 3 cracked by Team Canada in the 6th, and then that steal of 2. Krista McCarville, who usually has the draw weight in her pocket, didn't there. 7-3 Team Canada leads as they look to win the bronze medal. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So once again, a chance to get in behind.
Keep going, keep going.
And this time, Kendra Lilly will make the Moose happy here as they get it in behind. They're not shot stone. That still is Team Canada, but
Do you have 4-7, Lainey? 4-7.
the mistakes were made by Team Canada on peeling those corners.
No question.
Yeah.
Still a sniff here for sure. You've got anything heavy here or an overcurl, you sink another one.
Okay. As long as we're second, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Right to the corner is great, but just make sure we're full 8 foot.
What'd you get on hers?
4-7.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Still a long
speed's
way,
still
okay?
really nice here.
Okay.
I think same as this really nice intern path coming this way.
Okay.
We've talked about this. It's so refreshing to hear that kind of chatter compared to what we heard last year.
It is. That's why you want to make so much of this game, because they put in a lot of hard work to get to this state where they talk just feel.
Okay, line's all there.
Felt like lots.
Easy line. We're there. No, then.
Chelsea made a
Like,
really
hold
good
there.
point here. You don't have to go really hard to angle freeze. It
No.
would be ideal, but just sit
No.
two.
No line.
No,
Krista
no,
McCarville
no.
then has to make some type of double it at some point.
It's close.
No. Like
Leave
to
it
go.
higher. No, you're
Higher,
only
gotta
on
be
the
higher.
very corner, Lainey. Now you can. Now you can. Hard, 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 hard.
Well, there you go. And if you go after a double here, then it
Pretty good
probably
shot.
crashes,
Sorry.
does it not? Or can
No,
you
it would.
slip it by?
Great
would.
throw, Chelsea.
They didn't get
Really nice
second
throw.
shot.
No, she's getting rolling behind maybe.
I think we have to go around.
Do you guys want a timeout or no?
Yeah. Timeout.
So that'll be the second time out as Chelsea Carey
Well,
comes to
McNaught
the
is
back.
Here, but I mean, she just
Gives
has
the
that
bumper a
short-
little bit of a wrap with her brush.
Unfortunate. Like, yeah, make contact.
Like, can you guys see any air? No way.
Very, like, I think the edges are lined up. But I think if you played like a bumper, you probably.
Bumper? No, bumper won't work that
No?
much. Well, if I can't see all.
I don't think we need to hit it though. I think we come around it.
I know,
But
she
then
just
she
has this
just has
short.
to make contact with that.
You need 3 Northern
Yes,
Ontario.
very true, but I mean, I think we can't hit it. I think we either have to come around it or consider coming around that one.
Yeah. I don't think we hit something.
I like coming around
for
this
shot.
one.
You like coming around the corner?
I'd
again?
rather come around
The
the
good
corner
thing
than
about
come
coming
around.
around this one, well then
If
she
you
still
might-
has to make
She
that.
still has that.
Yeah, she still
No
has
matter
that.
what. If I come around here and she happens to flash, how am I going to get that one out and stick
Right,
around?
right. So let's make this one.
Yeah.
So back here?
And we obviously got to make sure we don't take
I think
this.
that's
I
a
mean,
shot.
even if we're mostly buried, she's probably going to play this one, and we just
Yeah.
gotta
Well,
hope
yeah,
she
she's
misses
playing
it,
that one
right?
all day.
Well, we got to hope for half miss anyway,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
we need a miss at this point.
Even if we play the hit and roll, she's still got that. Like, we can't keep playing.
Yeah. So back here.
Yep.
I was giving you here.
They're concerned about
That
this
last
shot here, but they can't do anything about it. There's nothing they can do. They have to hope Chelsea Carey misses
I
that
think we can
raise.
probably give ourselves extra and.
I thought they might
Wanna
look
take
at
a little
that,
more?
Cheryl.
We
They
can
never
take
did talk
more.
about the hit.
Yeah, let's take
Hit
a
and
little
roll
more.
in there.
It's a tougher way to get
that's
in
good.
there. But let's say you make this one back into
You
here
need, like,
somewhere.
90 out?
Chelsea can draw.
I
You
think
tap
so.
that one up a little bit. She can
Yeah.
draw
Down a
back
little,
back
down a
into
little
this
here.
area,
Like a 4 doesn't get
and
there.
you probably won't have a shot.
Yeah.
There's no way of getting to that stone just thrown. Top edge. Yeah.
There it is. They're not
Well, yeah,
quite.
you'd have to cross. What I'm thinking is you cross the nose and push it back, but you'd have no oomph left.
The
I
weight.
guess,
It's just not
Yeah.
there.
It's a weight you'd have to throw, Vic.
Okay.
Weight's close.
Line only.
Room.
Lots of room.
Stay with it. Close. Room. Lots of room.
Gotta go.
Okay, go then.
Okay, go.
Krista McCarville and her
Hard
first,
line.
Hard.
looking
No,
to score 3 here in 10 to force an extra.
Hard.
But they've got to get it there first.
Hard. Hard.
Potts and Sippola.
Hard.
And she won't. And timeout now being called by Team Canada.
Yeah, I did.
They almost put that in the perfect spot if it had stopped absolutely frozen to the corner of that red. Then a raise would kick it out that way and maybe kick it that way.
No, you can't.
I don't think you want to move the 8.
Leave it higher. Over there is pretty good.
We could throw a guard on the 8 even.
Yeah.
Then she's just playing.
I don't think she's got much going on here.
Like this always jams, right?
Jams, yeah.
Right.
I don't think she can possibly make that without jamming the 3 onto the 6, can she?
Don't you just have to get rid of this guy?
Yeah, but do we need to?
Well, I mean, you would,
that would win you the game.
I think so. That's 2 yellows to score, right? They need 3.
I understand, but if I don't make it, then we might, like, I don't think she has a shot right now.
Okay.
You think there's any risk that we don't get that 6
Like
out
if we
and
put
this
one
goes
here,
here?
what's wrong with that?
You don't think there's any risk of that, Charlie?
I don't, but like that's never going over the top, is it?
If you get to the nose, maybe, but as long as you hit it high, it won't.
I don't think it is. As long as you hit it somewhat high, you're good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a shot 3 to win, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking at them and saying, just get rid of 1. Now, is that 1 on the left-hand side edge of the 8 in front of the tee line? Is it available? Can you pick that one out?
Well, what they're worried about is Charlie's saying hit
Chelsea,
this
what kind of
anywhere
weight
on
is
this
that?
side. The red one goes into here, kills that one, you win
Yeah.
the game.
And I
Okay.
What Chelsea's saying is, well, if
Basically, as
I
thin as
jam
we can, I
it
think. I mean, we
onto
won't
the
get
red,
too, but thinner the better.
if the red ever misses that
Ourselves
yellow
on the
one,
thin side.
and
Is there any chance?
I don't think so.
No.
And
It's too close,
That's
right?
what Charlie's. That's what
Okay.
it was his sales pitch.
You're buying?
Or less.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm buying. I'm buying.
All right, Chelsea.
anything high side.
It's nice throw here.
They need 3. Charlie's saying, why aren't they listening to me?
You got it.
Make it go away for the bronze medal.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Quick.
Clean.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't
Chelsea
hurt it.
Carey.
Go.
Yep, you're good.
Right to
Peters,
it,
Peterman.
Right to it.
Angle it back, and away it goes. And last year's gold is this year's bronze for the defending champions. Make the final 7-4, and Team Canada will reach the podium.
Really good. Great game.
Here in St. Catharines. It's a great bounce back game for them, considering their trials of yesterday. So the defending champions are your bronze medalists. And coming up tonight at 7:30 Eastern, the championship game, the final for this year's Canadian Women's Curling Championship, featuring Michelle Englot out of Manitoba against Rachel Homan, the 2-time Canadian champion out of Ottawa. Congratulations to Team Canada. The Moose just fall short here in St. Catharines. So till we talk with you again this evening for that gold medal game, thank you for joining us. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is on Canada Sports Leader TSA.